Like, can I just have some Pepsi quick? I get the popcorn out of my teeth.
That's, we're going to do the intros again then, are we? Doing the intros again?
I'm going to make it just as good as it was before. Oh, we're live now. Hi, guys. Thanks for staying with us. Obviously, sorry about the technical issues we were having. Of course, none of you heard the wonderful intros about Ty and Lee, so we're going to do them all again.
Yeah. Why not?
To my left, we have the one and only exquisite Lee Judges.
Oh, thank you very much, thank you very much. How are you, Sophie? I was going to say Sophie there.
Sophie on the brain.
Sophie
on the
talking about
brain.
the other Sophie, weren't we?
We were talking about the other Sophie.
So how are you, Abby? Because I didn't think you was going to be here, so I thought you was on holiday again.
No, not on holiday yet. In a few days' time, we'll be back on holiday.
Abby holiday.
Abby holiday.
Abby holiday. That's
Abby holiday.
Well, summers is sort of appropriate for her, isn't it? Because she's always away.
On a summer holiday.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Abby holiday sounds like my kind of holiday, not just.
I need to introduce you as well and give you the same level of introduction as we did before. To my right, the one, the only, the greatest of all time, the light of my life, Ty.
Thank you very much.
Basically, she wants to burn you, you know.
Thank you very much for that very humbling, honouring, privileged, flattering introduction. I'm very, very blessed to be here, so thank you for inviting me on here. And listen,
You just turned up.
But I have to say, I'm really excited because this is my first ever watch along with you.
Oh, right. Oh, wow. I'm excited too. Wow.
I mean, not that I'm not excited to have you here, but we have had watch-alongs in the past. This is my first intimate setting with Ty, so we're very excited for the night ahead. Of course,
that's good.
I know.
I don't know what more I can say, Abby. That's amazing. I'm very. Boy.
Well, you wait until you share a sofa with her, even better.
Yeah, I might move over there later on. Everyone in the chat who's wondering where Robbie is, I believe Robbie is doing the fight later on. If anyone is going to be up at that time in the morning. Ty, you're doing that, aren't you?
I am incredibly, amazingly, unbelievably. So I'm just hoping I can.
You're going to need a Red Bull or something, aren't you, after this game?
Well, the funny thing is, I'm going to watch our women, ask the women later on at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Oh my God.
So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but listen.
You've got a long night ahead of you, and
if we win, as long as we win, I'm sure I'll make it somehow. It's the weekend anyway.
It is. It's the weekend. You can chill tomorrow. All right, let's talk about why we're here. Andorra versus England.
Oh yeah.
I feel like we haven't really shared a sofa since the Euros.
No, since the Euros.
And what an incredible time in life.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, that was amazing.
That was a summer highlight, wasn't it? Like
that was great. I'm going to run through the teams. Well, I'm actually not going to run through the teams. I'm going to run through the England team.
Yeah.
In goal, we have Sam Johnston, Kieran Trippier, Ben Chilwell, James Ward-Prowse, John Stones, Connor Cody, Saka, Phil Foden, Tammy Abraham, Jesse Lingard, and Jadon Sancho.
Okay.
Ty, what do you make of that?
Oh well, it's fascinating that Tammy started. I think that's absolutely amazing, seeing as he was at Chelsea and scoring goals, and he never got picked, and now he's gone abroad to Roma. He is getting picked, so well done to him, and good luck to him. Hopefully he does well. Hopefully for us, we hope that Bukayo doesn't get injured. You know, but it's an interesting team. It's an interesting team, and one that I think should hopefully win. I don't see any problems on the pitch, but you know, having said that, you can't underestimate Andorra. So it's an interesting team. Like I said, the big one is Tammy. So you know, it's interesting, and it probably shows and proves that he was probably right to leave Chelsea, because if he was at Chelsea, he probably wouldn't be playing and he wouldn't be in the England squad.
And he's had a good start to life in Italy, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, so
under Jose.
I didn't want to mention him. The fact that he's left England and the Premier League out of mind, out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yes, out of sight, out of mind. Lee, what do you make of that team?
Yeah, but I'm going to have to say this. I'm surprised about John Stones. He's not played 1 minute of football since the Euro final.
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. Peps can be funny, can't he, on things like that? All of a sudden he likes them and he don't, you know. So.
And he had a great tournament.
He did have a good tournament.
A really good tournament.
You notice that every England player hasn't really performed that well, have they, since coming back?
No, you're spot on.
Every one of them, like, you know what I mean?
Was there anyone you'd like to single out in particular?
No, I wouldn't like to single out anyone in particular. But if you have a look at them all, they've not really done. You know, I'll tell you, one of the best players in the tournament last season was Luke Shaw.
Yep.
And he's not been quite right.
Do you think that's a case of, obviously, if you look at how the season was last year, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, we had the 19-20 season.
Yes.
COVID.
Yeah.
Straight back into 2021.
Yep.
What year are we in? Oh, now we're 21-22. And then, obviously, we've had that big summer of Euros. Straight back in, pretty much. I know there was a bit of a break. But straight back in. Do you think that's just because there's so much, like, fatigue going on?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think, like, because, you know, they no real pre-season, did they?
No, that's
right. It was right at the end of the tournament. And then, like, probably had, 2 weeks, 3 weeks off, and then they're back into it.
And they're back in for pre-season and everything, and everything like that. So I think that's probably why.
Yeah, of course.
Those players aren't, you know,
and even players that didn't play that, like Jack Grealish, for instance, is not really. I think he's done okay at Man City, but he hasn't taken it by storm, has he?
Yeah.
So which I thought he would have, and he didn't play that many games. Look at Sancho, hardly played at Man United.
Yeah, and hasn't had a great start to life there either. But again, I think there's always big expectation when you have someone like Jack Grealish with the money that was spent. Same with Jadon Sancho, I guess, and they are both still young, you know, especially Sancho.
Very young.
It does take time for them to adapt and settle into it. But yeah, as we mentioned, you know, Harry Kane.
I never mentioned
off air, we had a little chat. Of course, Harry Kane has not had a great start.
How has that been going with you?
I'd say not too good, Lee, to be honest with you. Yeah.
Well, I feel a bit sorry for him, if I'll be honest. You know what I mean?
You do?
Not too good.
Yeah.
Do you feel sorry for him? Why is that?
Yeah, I just think that, you know, he's in a position where he's put himself in a position, hasn't he? And I don't know how he's going to get out of it.
But would his form, would we be saying that if he hadn't, you know, been away at the Euros, like we just said about people being fatigued and things like that, if it was just the fact of all the commotion that went on in the summer, would we still be saying, oh, like, it's about that? Would we not just be saying he's having a slow start to the season if City wasn't a thing?
Yeah, I think that it probably would be.
Good point.
But the thing is with him, and I'll say this with you know, feel free to jump in about it, like with Harry Kane. I think with Harry Kane, if he goes now and starts banging in loads of goals for Spurs, he ain't going to actually. That's not going to not help his move if he wants to get his move. But the way he's going at the moment, you know, probably Spurs will look at him and think, oh, do you know what? Because like a few of my Spurs mates now are saying we should have got rid of him now, like in the summer. Like,
I know there is that. There is a lot of that.
So there's a little bit of thing about that, but I do think that. With that, just take that aside. I totally agree with it because of what we're just saying. Every player hasn't played well.
Exactly, every player hasn't, and I think that's just because of all the chat and all the commotion around it in the summer. That's why it's intensified. Let's talk about tonight, though. I mean, I feel like we play Andorra every time England play, don't you?
It's weird, like, you know, playing all the time.
It is weird, but then one thing I would say though about the game is that it is I think it's one of the first international matches with an all-female officiating team.
Which is incredible news.
Abbi, it's absolutely incredible. But what's even...
Are you going to be slagging them off?
Why would I do? When you know we slag off... I do slag off Melvin. Yes. Yeah. No, I won't be slagging them off today because it's international. But what I would say is that, no, Abbi, you are right.
Yeah.
But what I would say is that it's a shame that we're having to talk about this because this should be the norm.
It should be the norm, and hopefully this is the start of many women officiating.
I mean, it's a great milestone, but it should have been happened a long time ago, and it should be just the norm.
Yeah, it should be. And we look at people like Sian Massey, one of the best in the game. You know,
absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, she's been brilliant.
Exactly. So hopefully things like this will encourage more women to obviously get involved in officiating and refereeing and things like that. So I'm really proud to see this tonight. It shows
am I. It's brilliant.
We're all taking a step in the right direction.
Yes,
it's great that women are getting involved in the whole.
So they should have happened a long time ago.
To being
I can't believe it's taken this long.
Now, like, you know, pundits and things like that.
Exactly, and we see so many more inclusions. Pippa's in the chat. She goes, "Hey, babes. Hi, Pip."
What's going on, Pippa? You're right.
She's up in. She's gone somewhere. She's doing something.
She's had a great day today. Shout out to our girl Pippa. She's been doing the futsal today. We saw
you.
you.
I'll just come to the game. Pippa, I hope you'll come to the game tomorrow. I'll see you there.
Oh,
tomorrow.
Pippo, watch out for Ty. He'll be right. You're going to be so tired if you're staying up for that fight.
I am going to be tired, but as long as we win, I won't mind.
Oh, Cecil's in the chat.
Cecil G in the
Has he got his shirt on?
For what?
He's got his shirt on.
Cecil G
Cecil,
in the
have
house.
you got your shirt on?
Cec, let us know if you do. Let us know. All right, let's talk about our predictions for tonight. What do we reckon this game's going to be, Ty?
About 4-0 to England.
Yeah,
I'd say.
I was going to say that. I'll go 5.
Okay.
You're going 5? Okay.
What about you, Abby? What did you say?
What did you say, 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to match you. I'll go 4.
Okay.
I'll go 4. If you're going, I'm not going to go 6, am I? I think that would just be a bit too ludicrous.
Yeah.
And Cecil keeps saying, is it cold in here? This is my new gilet, and it is keeping me...
Oh, your new gilet. Oh, wow.
I'm going full Tim Sherwood today with the gilet and everything.
Did you have to mention that name?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
He's the only person I know that ever wears a gilet other than Cecil and Tim Sherwood.
Gilet.
It's a gilet.
I call it a body warmer.
A body warmer. It is
what?
technically called a gilet.
A gilet.
I've got to
gilet.
say, Abby, I'm loving this, man. You've got absolutely the great pronunciation. Wow. I'm really impressed, boy.
Lee, you're making Lee very jealous.
You see that little badge on your logo? That's you're going to be like that at the end of the day.
I like that
Broken
tracksuit.
hearted.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very
Very
much.
nice, this. I'm a big fan.
Thank you very much.
Very,
I'm a big
very
fan
big
of what you're wearing as well.
Thank you. You can borrow my gilet anytime.
Oh, thank you. You could borrow this anytime as well. Wow. Thank you, Abby.
In the summer, there was so much talk in the early stages of the tournament about Gareth Southgate.
Yes.
You know, and obviously there was conversations after the tournament, after that final. Again, you know, obviously with the penalties and things like that.
Yeah.
Did he make the wrong decisions in that last game?
Yeah.
Are you confident in Gareth Southgate?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think he's done.
That's because he's Nigerian.
Well, I was born in England, aren't I? And I want England to do well. Yeah, I think he's the man to lead England forward. I think a fantastic manager, a fantastic man, and a fantastic role model who speaks fantastically. So I really am impressed with him as a manager and him as a person, the way he carries himself on and off the pitch. Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think England were very unlucky not to win against Italy.
Yeah.
To be honest, that was so unlucky. But
Because it looked that first half looked like we were going all the way.
Well, if England scored a second, I think that would have been it.
Yeah.
But against Italy are very, very difficult. And you need at least a second goal.
Yeah.
To finish them. But the penalties. It was. I think it was very unlucky. I think it's very unlucky. And so I think so. I think Southgate is the man.
But you're still confident in him, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with him that the question for me would be, who takes over from Southgate?
Yeah, true. He's already been in the job 5 years, so let's see how long it continues.
Absolutely.
Are you confident in Gareth Southgate?
No, I'm not going to agree.
You're not going.
Go on, give us your
I
reasoning.
think that going back to the final, I felt that he was caught too cautious when we was 1-0 up.
Okay.
Didn't really go for it. And I feel at the end of the day, if we had a more experienced manager with these players, we'd do a little bit better.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. I just think that Southgate's very, very fortunate to be where he is. I think England at this moment in time have got some wonderful, wonderful players.
Yeah.
Really I look at...
Just to advise, we of course have now kicked off.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Yeah, I look at Belgium. I think that
Amazing.
If Belgium had a top-class manager, they'd probably go on and win things.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think that Martinez is
we saw the other night with Belgium, didn't we?
And I just think that a little bit the same with England. I think if we had a real top-class...
So you don't rate Southgate then?
No, I'm not. Listen, I'll be really honest with you. If he come, say, available for Arsenal and Spurs, as we're Arsenal and Spurs here, would you want him as your manager? I wouldn't.
I mean, don't go by Spurs because anyone I want we can't have.
Who is it you would want then, Abby?
We wouldn't be in your choice. He wouldn't be in your top 3, would he?
No, he wouldn't be in my top 3. But I really like Gareth Southgate and I like him for England. I'm a bit like Ty in that sense. I think obviously in those big games there are a few question marks, and we did question at the beginning of the tournament and say, why are we playing so defensive? But you can't argue.
No, you can't. I don't think
in his 5 years that he's been there, we've gone to a semi-final and a final. So we are moving in the right direction.
Yes.
Yeah, and I agree. But we've had good players as well. You know what I mean? Realistically, in the semi-final, realistically, that World Cup, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can only beat what's in front of you.
Yeah, exactly. And when we come up against a decent side, we lost. You know, and in the World Cup, when you look at it, I think we lost to Belgium as well, didn't we? Any decent side in that World Cup, we lost.
But would you not say that, you know, playing Denmark was very difficult for England? You know, Denmark had an incredible tournament.
Yeah.
They're a really good, well-drilled team.
Oh, that's a sitter.
Quick chance there.
John Stones, probably.
It's Connor Cody. Chance early doors for England.
It's a brilliant ball in.
Good ball in, that's wide.
I don't know, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Denmark are a good team, and I really don't feel like people should sniff at Denmark and the road that it took to get there. We still had to play Germany. Yes, okay, they're an ageing German side, and they're not... Well, are they even ageing? Not massive. They're not massively ageing. They might not be... They might not be the Germany that we all remember, but they're still a very good side, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are.
You know,
until the final, I thought we'd done really well in the Euros.
Yeah.
But in that final, we went too negative, and the penalty decisions I think were mind blowing, if I'll be honest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When I look back at that.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But then what I would say then, Lee, so what should he do then? Because if they say they want to take it, isn't it up to the senior players to say, no, we want to take them?
You
That's
know,
the thing.
It's always Grealish, you know what I mean? I don't think played enough in that tournament, if I'll be honest.
Yeah,
You know, and then as soon as the championship's over, he plays every game. Is that because he's got the Man City now? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But like, why wasn't he playing in those games before? Mm-hmm. Play your best players.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt that he was a little bit too cautious on that. That's
Who would you have liked to see him play then in those games?
Well, in that final, I would have played Grealish. I would have played Grealish every game. I just think he was different class. But
he didn't fancy Grealish though.
No. But now he does. Why is that? Because he's gone to Man City on £100 million. I don't know.
Well,
why?
Well, what I would say is that Phil Foden was injured, which was a big blow.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think you're right.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I think Phil Foden was in his plans. But I do hear that about the cautious thing. But I think he's done really, really well.
I agree with you. I quite like him. Guys, get in the chats and put your predictions in. Also, what you guys think about Gareth Southgate as well. We want to hear all of your opinions. There has been some chats with their predictions. Okay. I'm just going to find them. So bear with me. We've had Ridwan, who said 6-0, just watch. Anthony 5-0, Hassan 5-0. Someone said, Cecil, I beg you to turn the heating on. Them lot are suffering. We're not. It's really not that cold in here today.
Suffering. No, it's not.
It's not that cold. Trust me, it's way colder in here sometimes. So there's no aircon on, I don't think, today. Or maybe there is, but I can't feel it as much. 2-0 from Darren Morgan. No one is backing Andorra.
Andorra, yeah.
Is that right to not back Andorra? We do like a shock result sometimes.
No, I don't think we.
Well, I suppose they're right, but then I suppose Andorra fans would possibly back them.
Yeah.
Possibly.
If there's any Andorrans, Andorrans? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that's right.
Any Andorrans?
We'll go with that.
Andorrans in the
Watching
chat.
the game, what do you think?
Yeah, let us know what you think.
In the chat, sorry, yeah.
Shall we just talk about Newcastle for a sec? Because there's a lot of people wanting to talk about Newcastle.
Let's talk about Newcastle.
All right, Lee, give me your opinion on this takeover.
Well, I think, like, you know, welcome to the party, Newcastle. If there's anything to go on, I'll be honest. I've not seen Manchester City win anything in my lifetime. Right.
Manchester City.
Oh,
before
right.
now,
the money. Yeah. Since all that investment, they're serial winners.
Yeah.
Chelsea. 1950 was the last time they won the league. I've seen them now since the investment's been put into them. So many, 3 or 4 leagues. I think they've won 4 titles. So I've never seen Newcastle win anything now, but within the next 4 or 5 years, you're going to.
That's what Robbie said.
Are you happy for that though? Is it not another team being pumped with money, which means that our teams are going to get pushed further and further down the pecking order?
Of course we are. You know what I mean? Like, listen, we're not the only teams that are going to be worried about that. Though,
of course.
You know what I mean? Everton have got a new stadium coming and all that. Like, it's going to put them up the old Khyber. Manchester United and Liverpool will be worried because Liverpool have not got the investment that these are going to have. And basically, look, you know, I always say this now. There's only 2 places up for grabs in the Champions League, and that because
you know City
and Chelsea are sort of going to be virtually guaranteed.
Well, you're saying that. Listen, nothing says that Chelsea would be top 2. Because to me, I would not underestimate Liverpool, and I would not underestimate.
I think that's true. A lot of people sleep on Liverpool. I don't know why.
Liverpool have got Jurgen Klopp, and they've got like a very, very good team. So, but what I'm saying is, so there's other 2, and Liverpool and Manchester United at this moment in time are the 2. That
Liverpool and Manchester United or Manchester City?
No, Man City and Chelsea are guaranteed.
Yeah.
Right. The other 2, because you know they've got a different. Listen, this is how I see it.
Yeah.
Man City. They buy Eke for 50 odd million. It's not quite good enough. Oh, I'll tell you what, we're going to buy Diaz for 60, like, you know, in the same transfer window. Arsenal, Spurs, Everton, Liverpool as well can't do sort of decisions like that.
No, you're right.
That sort of money.
You are completely right.
So they've got that in their way. Same with Chelsea. You know, Chelsea, for instance, go and buy the German Werner.
Timo Werner.
Going for 57 million, right? It's not worked, so they go and spend 90 million on
97 and a half.
On Romelu Lukaku,
Other teams can't do that.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
So now Newcastle are going to come into. They ain't going to be able to go and buy the big players straight away. But what they've got to do is they've got to get into the
they've got to get into European football.
They've got to do that first. So what they'll do is they buy. If it was me, buy sensibly. For instance, Aaron Ramsey at Juventus would be a good fit for someone like that going to them in January, like, you know, going in, get another striker, get another central defender in and around that ilk, you know what I mean, and all of a sudden build up to get into the Champions. Once they get into the Champions League,
then it's fair game.
Then it's game. It's game on for them. And do I begrudge their fans of it? No, because they've been fantastic fans all through.
They're one of the best.
The best supporters, even when they've not done well. And I've seen them when they have done well in the 90s.
Yeah.
Am I envious of them? Yeah, I will be. Of course I will, because that's what we need.
It's funny because obviously we're going to know the reasons why, you know, this type of investment won't come to Spurs and won't come to Arsenal, and that's because our owners are too greedy and outprice the club. And you think you could get, you know, Newcastle United for 300 million. I know Spurs value their club at 3 billion. You know, so why would a Saudi or anyone, an American, whoever, and especially with your owners as well, come and want to buy a team which, of course, is in a much better position than Newcastle, but pay you know, quadruple the price just because?
100%.
It means our clubs never get to move forward because our rich owners don't want to spend the money.
That's
and it's an endless cycle.
You know what I mean? Like, we can slag off Mike Ashley and whatever you want, and I get why they don't like him and all that. But apparently he could have sold the club to someone for a lot more money. But has chose not to. You know, at the end of the day, when you look at it, why are Tottenham and Arsenal's owners in it for? What are they in it for? Because they're not in it. If they're in it to be like these guys, they'd be pumping in loads of money like Newcastle are going to do now, Man City and Chelsea. They don't. So So they're not there to win trophies. They're not there to. So what are they actually there for? Either to make a profit. So to get rid of them, you're going to have to be. You know, it's going to take a lot more than 300 million. It's going to take billions.
It is. It absolutely is.
And unfortunately, Arsenal. You know, Arsenal and Spurs. And I probably more so us than that, because Tottenham probably knew what they were going into with the new stadium and all that. When we went and bought the new stadium, this was all the. It doesn't matter if Chelsea have 10,000 fans or 30, 40,000. It doesn't matter because you know, Arsenal could have 150,000 fans. We're still not going to be able to compete with these people.
So do you think, Ty, that it's a good thing for the Premier League and just not a good thing for certain clubs that are involved unless you're a Manchester City or a Chelsea?
It is good for the Premier League in the fact that Newcastle now will be able to compete. I echo what the judges said. I feel happy for their fans because I've seen when they've done absolutely nothing and they've travelled in their thousands to support them. What I would say, a note of caution is what I would say is that they shouldn't, even though it's fantastic scenes of them celebrating, they shouldn't celebrate, because they've done nothing.
Yeah.
You know, win something first.
But it gives them hope. There's
It gives them a lot of hope, and I'm happy for the.
And it's something that they haven't been, especially when we look at how the form that Newcastle have been in, especially over the last 2 seasons, since Benitez left. And that this gives them such a massive boost. Of course, their next game is against Tottenham, which is just typical.
Was that home or away?
At home for Newcastle.
My gosh. So listen, they're still going to have the same team.
They are still going to have the same team, but with
the fans are going to be
in a totally different headspace.
It'll be a party atmosphere. It's going to be tough.
And rightly so, because I could, if it was our clubs, we'd feel the exact same way. Someone in the chat, super chat, said, "Is there a Fury Wilder watch along tonight?" There is a Fury Wilder. It is with Ty. You can tell them all about that.
What?
You'll be up, but I won't be up.
It's coming tonight. I'm not sure when it is, I'm afraid, but it's going to be on tonight. And
it's about 3 o'clock in the morning it comes.
I don't know, I heard it starts.
I think it's about 3-4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning.
So I will be fortunate enough to be here. Unfortunately, Abbi won't, so I'm gutted about that.
You're not spending the night with Abbi then,
No, spending no night with me, just now. Just the evening. Just the evening.
Unfortunately,
I'll say what, staying up till 4 o'clock.
I don't really care about the judge, so it's just Abbi I care about, so, The fact there's no, there won't be no judge as well, but I'm fortunate enough to be here, so,
That is so funny. Let's talk about this game so far. We are almost 13 minutes in. Have either of you seen anything positive?
Yeah, I like England played. They're looking quite sharp. Quite sharp.
I think it's all England.
Who's stood out for you so far?
Foden. Foden's played really well, and he's got Chilwell on a couple of occasions, but
he has, Chilwell,
Unfortunately, his touch has let him down a little bit,
Chilwell's look good.
That's the other thing about Newcastle now. Like the players that are going to be attracted. Like Ward-Prowse is another one that I think Newcastle will probably.
I think James Ward-Prowse is. I'm actually surprised that no one has gone for James Ward-Prowse. And obviously he signed that new deal with Southampton, which they're inevitably going to sell him.
He did.
But that was another thing why I was confused that Gareth Southgate didn't want to take him to the Euros, because there are very few people that can do what he does from a dead ball situation.
100%.
And I think that would have been a big advantage for England.
I think he's very underrated.
He's underrated. But then
Lingard, there's another one.
Another one should have arguably gone to the Euros as well.
Could be off to Newcastle.
No, it's true. But I think
that's the sort of players that Newcastle are going to have to attract until in January and getting the chance for. And all of a sudden, I've just spoke. Ramsey, Lingard, right, are 2 players. You know what I mean? Stones could be another one who's not getting games Newcastle would have had no chance of signing. And now they're going to get. And it's like in a couple of years' time, Arsenal have got to worry about if they don't do the business, they can come and get our young players. Know what I mean?
Like they did with Joe Willock.
But then we want to sell him though, which is I think it's disappointing that we sold him. I'm so disappointed that we sold him. But he's playing first team football every week, so he's a bit disappointed.
Yeah, but he won't be in a year's time.
I wouldn't be worried about Lee. To be honest, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that because I think then
another one that could go to Newcastle, Sancho.
You think he'd leave Manchester United?
He's only just got there.
Where's it? All right then. All right, well, Rashford or someone like. Where are they going to get games? Rashford, you've got Sancho, you've got all. They've got a lot of Cavani, Mason Greenwood.
Yeah. They had to think Ronaldo and Cavani are only there for another 2 years, a year. Mason Greenwood has just turned 20 or about to turn 20. Marcus Rashford is still young. There's still so much time. Guys, anyone who was asking about the boxing, it is beginning. The watch along is beginning at 3 a.m.
3 a.m.
So set your alarms. And make sure you get up and let me know how it goes.
Ty's got a little bed behind there, like he's going to have a sleep for a couple of hours.
Ty's going to have a power nap.
Or if the case may be, you don't go to sleep.
It might be a case that you don't go to sleep, and you can join Ty on his Instagram, and he'll keep you awake. In the super chat,
you're too kind of.
He'll send you to sleep more like.
I'll be asleep. Ben Wheeler said, "Are people forgetting that teams like Everton have spent over 80 million on Iwobi and Sigurdsson? The takeover doesn't mean that they'll be in Europe anytime soon." You make a very valid point.
That's true, but it gives them a good advantage.
That is very, very true, but Everton have not spent the money on the scale.
Newcastle.
of Manchester City and Chelsea.
And the Newcastle
if they do,
the capacity
it's a different thing.
And also, you could argue that Gylfi Sigurdsson, okay, obviously we're aware of potentially what's going on at the moment, but Gylfi Sigurdsson was playing for Everton for quite some time, and he was quite a decent signing. I
He
think
was a good signing. He was a good signing.
It won't be, I would agree with, but I would say that it's quite harsh on Sigurdsson and his impact at Everton. I think he was quite good.
I think he's done really well.
Is there a chance here for England?
Oh, and it's Chilwell.
Offside.
Oh, it's offside.
It is offside, but that was a nice.
It was a nice little move, wasn't it?
Nice little move,
nice little move, yeah.
But unfortunately, that one won't count. But it just shows you that England can open them up, as we
Unless
kind of
VAR
expected.
changes it.
Oh,
that's
tight.
That's a goal. That's a goal.
That does not look offside.
I think he's onside, but it depends.
That's onside. That's a goal.
I think he's onside.
That's a goal.
I think he's onside personally.
That was really good from Jadon Sancho.
There. See, look, what Lingard does there.
No,
Sancho.
That was Jadon. That was Jadon.
I think that is going to have.
They've got to stop, surely.
I mean, that did look. I mean, I would have argued that would have been on.
Got to have a goal check here.
Come on, you can't give that wrong.
That's a goal.
Decision.
They've got to give a goal. If they don't give a goal, that's going to be very, very strange.
This is a very big moment.
It is a big
right
moment.
now, especially as we mentioned. This is the first game that isn't all.
So this is where
that's right, Abby, you're right.
Absolutely.
He can't celebrate his goal. That's probably his first. I don't think Chilwell scored for England. That's a goal.
Let's hope they give it. Let's hope they give it. Look at Phil Foden's face.
Phil Foden just wants to get this
Phil
game moving.
Foden is saying, it looks like he's saying goal.
Showing it? No, they're not even showing it on TV, are they?
Yeah, I don't know if they're allowed to.
I think that's the new rule now. They don't necessarily show it. I thought that was just in stadium, so could be wrong.
Could be. I would be surprised if they don't give it. I really will be surprised.
Oh, they're still reviewing it. Don't worry, guys. I'm coming to your super chats as soon as this is concluded. If they're giving the goal or not.
Come on, well, we've seen it once and we see it was a goal.
We are, but you know.
We're just waiting patiently to see if this is this is given, which I believe.
Goal.
Yeah, she's given the goal.
There we go.
Well,
he was in fact
they've come to the right decision,
onside.
So now they can celebrate.
Jadon Sancho was onside, and it was actually a very nice play.
It was very good play. Very good play from
Chilwell.
Lingard as well. A player that I think could be on his way to Newcastle.
Sancho.
Was it Sancho?
It's Jadon.
Who was it?
There's a replay. Lovely ball in.
Well, that's Jadon.
Jadon Sancho and
another
nice.
one that could be going Newcastle. The judge predicts.
Say that again. Yeah, no, I do. Like I said, that's why I hate the note of caution. But Newcastle, yeah, it's definitely advantage Newcastle. You'd say that.
Great ball from Foden.
It was a great ball from Foden. In the super chat, Selection said, "I'm viewing it like the stock market: buy low, sell high. They were once a force to be reckoned with. Now they are mediocre. That's their low, right? The sky is the limit for them now." In regards to
sky, yeah, absolutely. If they can invest right.
Listen, let's be honest, right? When Manchester City took out, when that money come in, right, everybody turned around and said, "Oh, they'll never do anything. They'll never overtake Man United.
Yes,
they'll never do this,
true.
they'll never do that. They'll never be a bigger club than Man United."
Yeah.
Have they overtaken Man United? They certainly have.
I don't know, but see, I don't know. As you know, I'm not the greatest liker of Manchester United in any shape or form. But I don't know if you could say they've taken over, because when you say taken over, that means everything. It's just like when people argue with me in football terms about trophies, when they always say you can't tell us nothing. I say that the only way I can say nothing is that you've won everything and we've won nothing. So if you look at the thing, obviously Manchester City are doing better now, but if you look, and like I said, it pains me to say this in football terms, if you look at Manchester United history, I don't think that Manchester City...
We're not talking about their history, because Chelsea have
but that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying.
Not a bigger club than Arsenal.
No, but that's what
they've won trophies. They've took over us on the trophy front.
Yeah, they've taken over on the trophy front.
And so have City then.
But have they won the most FA Cups ever? We've won the most FA Cups. So then where is that then?
Yeah, but they've won more Premier Leagues than us.
Yeah, we've won more FA Cups than them. So where does the argument end? We've got an invincible team. They haven't. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, when you say take over...
They've won the Champions League twice.
Yeah,
I'm not sticking out with Chelsea. I'm just saying
we've got a gold trophy like Usain Bolt, the greatest. Haven't we? So that's what I'm saying.
Can you do that again in case anyone missed it?
The mate. Oh, I haven't done it. Well, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah,
It was that guy, the Frosties.
Yeah, Frosties. Oh, yeah, Sonny the
That's
Tiger.
you. Yeah. Ty the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
Ty the Tiger.
There are.
Abbi, you're very, very good. You know, very, very good.
But Manchester City, you know, going back when Man United were the kings of the Premier League.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Manchester City were relegated up and down. You know
They relegated Manchester, but they were
now they're a completely different animal since the investment.
They are.
Yeah.
But can you say they've taken over Manchester United completely?
No, I don't
No, that's what I'm saying.
Manchester United is Manchester United.
That's
And
what I'm saying.
they are still probably, well, arguably, the biggest club on the planet. They are.
One of
you know,
them, yeah.
one,
Yeah.
well, all right, one
That's
of
what
the
I'm saying.
biggest.
Yeah, well, no.
But everyone across the whole planet, whatever age, will know who Manchester. Okay, maybe if you live in the Amazon, you wouldn't, but like anyone would know Manchester United. It's one of the first things that
That's
comes
what
into your head if you start talking about football, right?
100%.
Unfortunately.
Even
You
when
know,
they weren't
Manchester City, I
winning
still
things.
don't believe would be. It wouldn't be one of the first teams that comes to you. Maybe if you're English, but I still don't believe that it will be the first team that comes to your head
Yeah.
with Manchester City. In my opinion.
No, of course not. And nor would Chelsea.
But that's what.
No,
But
well,
that's,
one of. I would say Chelsea would be one of the first teams you think of.
That's fair
You
enough.
think of classical teams. You think of Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea.
You know, you go back into not that far into the history of it all, like you know. These teams, Manchester City and Chelsea, weren't even in the Big Four. The Big Four was Arsenal, Liverpool, Everton, Tottenham, Manchester United.
The Big Five. Yeah, we were the Big Five.
Would have been like, you know, in that sort of ilk. You know, Everton were a massive club back in the 80s and all that. But
Times change.
Times have changed.
And of course, by the time that money was pumped in, another chance there, another chance for Tammy Abraham.
You know, Manchester City are a big club. They've always had good following and things like that.
They have.
But ultimately, the money side of the game has changed.
It's changed everything.
It has, and the thing is, when all the investment started coming in, obviously it was a time where the Evertons, the Spurs of the world weren't remotely close to it, but obviously it was a peak time for Arsenal, it was a peak time for Liverpool, Manchester United, and obviously Chelsea as well. That's when things were going worldwide with all the television deals and the start of the Premier League. And from that point, that's why people would always associate the Big Four as the Big Four.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for Everton and Tottenham, if you want to sort of that, it couldn't have happened at a worse time to go into the doldrums as they did, like, you know, and not be in that sort of Premier League sort of.
But if it was ever going to happen to two teams, it would be Everton.
Everton, you know what I mean? Everton and Spurs, you know what I mean?
It's hard for the same
and if you
row.
want to talk about those two big, they are big clubs, you know what I mean? Like,
Is it me or is he tiny? That keeper, their keeper.
No, I don't.
He looks tiny.
I think TV.
Can someone let me know how tall the Andorra goalkeeper is? Because for me, he looks really tall.
But maybe
really small. Sorry.
Maybe he's not as tall as he might not be small, but he might.
I need to see how tall he is. Someone let me know, please, in the chats. We've got a few super chats I need to read out.
Yeah.
Shreth TH said, Lee Judges looks legit wealthy. It's an observation, but I think AFC fans are generally wealthy. I wonder why Saudis didn't buy AFC.
Well, listen, I wish we were wealthy.
I think
that's what I could say. But then I would say I would.
It's an interesting
one.
one.
Add to that because
maybe it's because you've got a Ralph hat on.
Exactly. Well, he's
got a Boss jumper.
He's got a Ralph Lauren hat and a Hugo Boss jumper.
And Tim's on as well.
Absolutely. Obviously, other products are available, but Lee looks absolutely wicked.
Would you start your own clothing line? What type of would it be? High end, low end? What would you do?
I like this. I like this, Abbi. I like this.
We've got a long night, guys. We're playing Andorra.
The judge clothing, like.
The judge clothing.
It'd have to be like middle of the road, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be.
Would it be like Primark prices?
Well,
I love Primark. I was there today. I love Primark.
Some other companies available.
You've got to start somewhere, haven't you?
Well, the thing is, it would be the judge.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what. This is a genuine thing, right? And I know this because in the dry cleaning trade and everything.
Yeah.
You get like Armani suits, Hugo Boss suits, and all that. Right?
Yeah.
They're nice, you know what I mean? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But for quality wise, you can't beat Next.
They always a next suit. It's lovely though.
Okay, I'm telling you, really? That's interesting.
Have you never had a next suit?
I haven't had the pleasure, Abbi.
So much more quality, bit longer lasting, than any of those designers.
Wow.
Really nice.
Listen, I hope after
So
this.
I've done, you know, Next, give me a call.
Well, actually, after this, I hope you and Abby are going to get sponsorship after this.
Yeah,
For Next?
Yeah. Look at
I mean, look, I've never had the pleasure of wearing a neck suit, but on a man, I think a neck suit is lovely.
Oh,
listen.
Whenever I say I like your suit, they go, "Oh, it's Next."
Yeah,
listen,
listen.
I'm sold. I'm sold.
There we go.
Listen.
Well, I tell you what, we'll go shopping. We'll go to Next.
Okay, what
We'll
we
get
do?
you a suit.
Okay. Oh, yeah, well, great. Oh, what can I say to that?
I'll mention it and
Thank you very
I
much.
go shopping. You know?
Well, you can come too, but you're working on your clothing line.
Abby, no, we can't. No, we can't come down.
Is there a chance here for England?
Well, thank you, Abby.
not
Yeah,
really.
that's great. That's great.
No,
We'll put a date in.
so like, all this designer stuff and all that, not necessarily.
Oh, that's interesting.
What would you call your clothing line, Lee?
He said something to do with the judge, innit?
The Judge, very
Yes,
original.
Well, I don't know. I don't
Where
know.
did you come up with that?
What's something different than you think I should come up with?
I know what I'd call it.
Go on
The
then.
corrupt judge. Just joking.
Corrupt judge.
Corrupt. That'd be a good one. Corrupt.
Corrupt.
There you go,
Corrupt.
look.
I don't know how well that
in.
would market. What would yours be? What would you sell, and what would it be called?
Deluded.
This is
Yeah,
great.
Deluded.
Great question. What I would call is.
Deluded.
What would
in
I
the
call
rain.
is the judge? Leave me alone. That's what my. What would I call? Abby, you know what? These are great questions. What would I call my clothing?
Headphones.
Peace.
Headphones. No?
Peace.
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 Just peace.
Peace. Like
A peace sign.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
peace sign.
Peace.
There must be something Arsenal involved in it.
Yeah.
There's the stitching on the suit
could
would
think
have
the same with
miniature
Peter, I can see that.
AFCs in it.
Why don't you call it
in the seam?
Peace
the Pratt line? You know
Peace
what I mean?
positive.
Like, eh?
Peace positive.
Would your logo not be a headphone? I think that'd be really good
Yeah,
for
that'd
you.
be a good one.
It would. Well, listen.
I'll be your creative director. I feel like we
Okay,
can
that's all right. That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
Abby,
Lee's got the gavel.
Abby, you're hired.
There we go. Okay, thank you. Right, I've got a super chat for you.
Hold on.
What?
What would your be? What would your be?
Yeah.
What would I make?
No, what would
No,
your
what would
clothing
your be?
line
What
be?
would
What would
your,
you sell? I could come with that. Glamorous. Abby, the glamorous one.
The glamorous one. We'll call it the glamorous one.
The glamorous one,
Yeah.
did you like that?
We'll call it the glamorous one.
The glamorous one.
There
I'm
you
flattered
go.
you think I'm glamorous after how I look today.
There you go.
But that is
No,
really
it's
sweet.
very glamorous, Abby. Very
Oh,
glamorous.
it's very glamorous now.
Stop getting jealous, eat your popcorn. Right, I've got a super chat for you, Ty,
Salty.
from, yeah, you are. That was very clever. Very clever from you.
That is good. He is good,
Expect
Judge.
it. This is from Abbi
You say
Rashid,
bow I am.
who
Okay.
said, Ty, you
yeah.
publicly slagged off Troy Deeney.
That's
How-
right. You damn right I did.
I need to finish. I need
sorry.
to finish the chat.
Sorry, Abby. Sorry.
How do you feel now, hearing he's battled depression and mental health problems? You should apologise.
Well, the thing about that is that, see, this has come before. And the thing is, when I slagged him off, I slagged him off in football terms only.
He has slagged Ty off as well, by the way.
Yeah, exactly,
Okay.
exactly. But I slagged him off in football terms only.
Okay.
Anyone that is dealing with something like that, my heart goes out to them. When we're talking, see, I don't understand, people get things wrong. When we're talking on a football level only. We're not talking on a life level. Because on a life level, I absolutely show empathy to anybody that's facing any kind of hardship. It was on a football level and on a football level only. My heart goes out to Troy Deeney and anybody and everybody who's suffering any form of hardship, depression, racism, sexism, homophobia, whatever it is. So it was only on a football level. And don't forget, Troy Deeney slagged us off as well on a football level as well. So it was only a football level. And I feel bad for him that he had to battle for
And he
that.
had to go to your back tracksuit, didn't he?
Yeah.
What
yeah,
did he
he
say?
did.
What did he say about your tracksuit?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. What did he try to say? He tried to say that.
He said, I can't take someone
Yeah,
serious.
a 50-year-old man
50-year-old
wearing
bloke
that. I can't take them seriously, which is hilarious. I think that's hilarious, really. I think that's what he said, you know. So that's what I mean. But so I feel bad for him, but I don't feel bad about what I said, because what I said was on a football level only, and it would only be on a football level. This is why I don't understand. Oh, was it? Ooh, it's headed by Stones though.
Headed by Stones. Over.
I don't know, because I don't know why people get personal. That's what I mean. When people get personal and they take it lower the tongue, a la Jose Mourinho, I think it's terrible. It's a bad example.
Just going back to that Troy Deeney, he never he actually told the truth.
He told the truth as in what? What was the truth?
About the comment where we were weak.
Yeah, okay then. So he also called Mesut naive. You remember? He called Mesut Ozil naive. You remember that?
I assume you don't agree with that comment.
No, I don't, because the thing is, if Mesut's naive, how did he win the World Cup? So you know what I mean? I think that it's a football. I never understand though, Abbi, I'm sorry to go on so long about this.
No, continue.
Thank you. I never understand though. We're talking on a football level. We're not talking on a life level, because we are nobodies to have a go at anybody personally. We're talking about football, and that's all it is. That's all it is, and that's all it would ever be with me. I never insult people personally, and when people get personal, it's really, really wrong and terrible. And I think football, with the money involved and the role models that are in it, should show a great example. Yeah. And they don't. You even look at the way the players treat the referee. All of that trickles down to grassroots football. The way the players carry on, the way the players talk to each other, is how other players think they can imitate. And I think it's wrong.
Okay. That was a very strong, strong answer in response to your super chat.
I didn't listen to a word he said.
Yeah, of course you didn't, Judge.
Just one thing. Anyone who's saying I'm not reading the super chats, I am. We're also just having a conversation.
Yeah,
we'll get to your super chats when we get to them. Okay. So keep sending them in, and we'll get to you.
Well, you know what
I mean?
You've been told
can
by
we have
Abbi.
a nice conversation? We don't have to read every super chat all in one go. That's what we're here for. We're here for a long time tonight, you know.
We are here for a long time.
Not a good time. We're here for a long time. Vedden in the super chats said Chelsea used to come in top 4, top 6 in the 90s, to be fair to them. I mean, I was born in the 90s.
Yeah, they did. They won the odd cup and all that.
Yeah, but then they never won what they did.
They weren't what they are.
But they weren't, they weren't in the Champions League. They weren't in winning leagues until the investment was coming out. I'm not slagging it off, by the way.
Oh, everyone in here thinks everyone's slagging everyone off.
No, at the end of the day, Chelsea have got what they've got because of the investment, but you have to give Abramovich credit.
You give him credit, yeah.
He doesn't mess about. You know what I mean? He's put his money where his mouth is, and look what they've got.
Had a lot of people in the chat saying they agree with the next suits, that they're very, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There was a few people, actually, Jeff Spickley said, I actually saw Lee and TK Maxx in Chigwell. Were you in the TK Maxx in Chigwell?
No, I was not in
Someone
the
saw you in the TK Maxx.
No, I wasn't in the TK Maxx in Chigwell, no.
There was some people saying what you should call your company. Lee's clothesline would be called Judge's Clobber.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
There was another one. Lee's clothesline should be called Hairline. That's a low blow.
I don't see. This is why are people getting personal.
There was one for you. I'm just trying to find it.
For me,
you could make delusional sweatsuits.
Well, listen, like I said, there's nothing delusional about me, mate. So
I love you.
I love you too, Abbi. Thank you very much.
So happy that I love you too, Lee. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't get upset. Make sure you put in the chats what you think would be a good name of a company.
And please keep it respectful.
Keep it PG, please.
Please keep it respectful.
Because obviously we won't be reading anything out that's not PG.
Exactly.
We are in charge of this tonight, so we're not trying to get cancelled.
No, that's right.
I'm just having a look at all your other chats. There's a lot going on in here. There's a lot going on in here. Someone said, I know how to trigger you, apparently, Ty.
Really? How's that then?
I don't know. Let us know.
That's what I'm saying. The funny thing is, Abbi, what makes me laugh is people think I'm triggered. That's why I laugh. People think I'm triggered. Fortunately, I'm not triggered. Because if I was triggered, I'd be a lot worse.
I don't even think I'm trying to trigger you at all.
No, you haven't. But people always do. Because what it is, Abbi, people always do because they think, a lot of people, or some people think that, because we're lucky enough to be in this position, we should be slagged off and we don't have a right to reply. Whereas I don't think, if you disagree with us, fair enough, but there's no, like I said before, there's no need to be rude or personal. And that's what I take umbrage with. That's why I always answer. Yeah. Because I think it's wrong. You don't agree with us, fair enough, but there's no need to slag us off, insult us, disrespect us. So that's why. So suddenly now, because I'm answering now, suddenly I'm triggered.
Yeah.
you know.
But, you know, you just got to rise above it.
Someone just
Andorra have a free
triggered you.
kick. We haven't barely even spoken about this game. Andorra have a free
true.
kick, by the way.
They do have a free kick.
Can
They do have a free
Andorra
kick.
do anything? Looks like no. Looks like no in this game, and it's gone out. We'll get back to the chats.
Yeah.
We've got a few super chats. I've just found one, and it's just disappeared.
Ooh.
Bear with me. Selection said this could be a catalyst for other investors to take over the Prem. I think we'll see more Saudi families come and try to buy other teams. Apparently, ADIA, another fund, wants LFC net worth 649 billion. Wow. So imagine having 649 billion.
Unreal.
Well, yes, that's what
Imagine
it's-
having 1 billion.
Exactly.
Imagine having £10. I'd take a tenner. Like, imagine having a transfer budget. You know? 649 billion.
It's untold. It's incredible money.
If that's true, that's mad.
Let's get something straight here. Arsenal and Tottenham's owners are very, very wealthy.
Of course
Very.
they
They're right up there.
Is
Don't
this a
worry about
chance?
that.
It's just wide.
They just choose not to spend it.
I do. But
I
then, but then the question to be asked: how did they get to own the club then?
Because they spent their money buying the club.
No,
and they don't want to put anything else
making
into
money
it.
out of
No, they did Abby, but
The thing is with Arsenal and Spurs and, you know, the Liverpools and this talk about it with the Glazers as well, Man United,
yeah.
it's, oh, I want to buy that. Oh, well, what do you own? Oh, I own Arsenal Football Club or Man United Football Club. It's yours. It's clout, isn't it, for whatever they want to do.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, like Kroenke hasn't got anything, you know, he's got like the LA Rams and all that. Like, it's not as big as powerful in the world in sport as Arsenal, you know what I mean? So that's why they want to keep these things.
Yep, absolutely. We have another super chat from Shreth TH, who said, AFC have huge commercial viability, mega fan base, Saudis could have made millions, and UFC aren't known outside the Premier League. Would Thai support a Saudi takeover?
Not really, if I'm honest.
Why?
Because of there's also the question marks about human rights.
Yeah.
Which once again, this is what I'm saying, this once again trumps even football.
Yes.
You know, and that to me is the most important thing. That's the most important thing, because we was discussing this on AFTV Daily with me, Cecil and Robbie. And Robbie was saying I'd be there celebrating.
Yeah.
You know, but if there's question marks, then I'd be suspect. But at the same time, Robbie did make a good point that they've passed the fit and proper person test.
Well, what they're saying is that obviously it's not Saudi Arabia as a country that's taking over. It's an investment fund.
Yes.
You know, they can't control the Saudi government or the Saudi law.
Yes.
But I totally agree with you. There is that very big question mark.
It's and it's, I think it's
Listen,
dangerous.
Kroenke goes around shooting animals. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that. You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, if it wins you the Premier League, the Champions League,
well, you know, I mean, like, I might forgive him if he did that. The reason that he's not doing that, I don't forgive him.
Well, this is what. So
listen, football fans are fickle.
yeah, they are.
Fickle.
And
Yes.
they're so fickle, and they have very short memories.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, listen, it hasn't done Man City in the arm, is it? Like their fans, you know what I mean?
No.
Like they're having a whale of a time. Chelsea fans
That's true.
are having a whale of a time.
Yes, no, that's true.
So
and
Saka,
it's a goal.
what a goal.
Goal. For England.
What a finish that was.
It was lovely.
Wait, why are you cheering? Why are you not cheering?
I was about to get to it.
Yeah!
There you go. And you know I love Saka. What are you talking about?
That was a wonderful
really
finish.
nice finish and goal by Saka. We've actually had finally a bit of excitement in this game.
Foden again with the pass.
Foden,
Look at that
what
great
ball. And that is a really
that's
nice
a really good
finish.
goal. That is a really good goal.
Tight little angle.
Wonderful ball.
Honestly, the
from
balls Foden's putting in tonight. Wow.
It's a great.
Oh,
Both
that's a
goals.
great goal,
Both
great
goals.
pass,
Smear
great
post.
finish.
Yep.
Wow.
That was a great finish from Saka. We love to see it. Ty,
Yeah.
tell me your feelings on that. I know you'll be just bursting.
Absolutely fantastic for Bukayo. And all I have to say is now, please go off and don't get injured. No, just go. Brilliant. Yeah, very
That's
happy
2
for
goals
Bukayo.
in 3 matches for Saka. We love that.
It is absolutely fantastic. Magnificent.
Magnificently fantastic. Lee, anything to add to magnificently
I'll tell you what,
fantastic?
it just shows you about Foden. I think Foden, I honestly think is there's no Harry Kane. Look, the old Manchester City.
He can't play on that pitch with his ankles.
Nah, he
It's
won't play
artificial,
that.
not a chance.
But I think Foden is the best English player.
You think so?
So
You think
talented.
he's better than Bukayo?
Yeah.
Different.
Exactly, different.
But do you know what? I think he gets better. I think, and
do you think he's better than Grealish as well?
Because he plays with fantastic.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think he's better than Grealish? Because I don't know. Like you said, I think the test
Young,
will be.
is that what Grealish is 24, 25, isn't he?
And obviously Foden is still what, 21.
He's still young.
20,
He's
21,
still,
22.
yeah, no, he's still young. But like you said, he's playing in the Manchester City team. I think. Oh, something going on there. What's going on?
A little bust up between John Stones and some guy from Andorra.
I wonder what's happened.
I don't know. Can we see a replay?
We'll see the replay. That's very interesting.
Can we see a replay of what's
This
gone
number
on
2
here?
looks like an older Bellerin.
Does he? Or does he
That
look
would be
like-
Christian from Andorra.
Oh,
Yellow
two
cards
yellows.
issued to both. She's not having any of that sass.
I don't really know what happened there.
Don't know. I'd love to see a replay, or anyone in the chat let us know what just happened.
Bosh.
She wasn't.
But
Yeah,
they-
Love that. See, no
But they-
nonsense.
And also, Lee, you say that Foden is a better player, but is that all round though?
Do you know what I feel like with Foden? I feel
Yeah.
like a lot.
Just think
The
he's
difference
quality.
between him, I think he's great. I think him. I love Jack Grealish as well. I
Yeah.
really love Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
I feel like Foden has got like like when you get those players that like visionary,
Yeah.
like some you see a pass before it's played.
Yes,
For
yeah.
me, Foden is that type of player.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know if Jack Grealish is that type of player, but I appreciate Jack Grealish is a very good player. I think that maybe being at City, he can become
flourish.
that type.
Well, they're playing together.
But
aren't
I
they?
see that how young Foden is and how highly he's regarded and what we've seen of him so far at such a young age.
Yeah.
That's how I view Foden. That like he sees it before it happens. He picks the pass before it happens in his head. And there's I have to say there's not many players that do that. You have to be very very good.
Oh, I agree.
But for me, that's where I see Phil Foden, and I think that's why he edges it for me in that sense. But I think they are quite different.
Well,
Even
that's-
yeah.
I think with England at this
good.
moment in
That's
time,
a
when
very
you
good answer.
think of young players and that, we've got Foden, we've got Saka, we've got
Greenwood.
Yeah.
Greenwood,
Yeah.
Sancho.
Yeah.
There's some real talent there, isn't there?
And can we just discuss that Greenwood hasn't even been called up? Why?
Well,
Don't forget you've also got Rashford. Rashford's not that
it's a
old.
good question.
I just think because there's so many talented players.
Yeah,
There
but
are,
is it-
but surely he's got to be in with a shout, Mason
Well,
Greenwood.
it's a good question, Abbi, because it leads me on to the next one. The thing is, you're saying all round. I don't know if Foden is the best player all round, because we can't forget about what him and Greenwood did when they were sent home from the camp for bringing women into the camp, which was absolutely ridiculous. It's true. It speaks.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. Listen. I can't believe this.
It goes on all the time.
No, it doesn't mean it's right. I'm going to have to back myself up now.
Just because you
Now-
bring in a beanburger, that's how I'm gonna lie.
First of all, I'm not saying at all that there's anything wrong with any women at all. I'm not saying that at all. And
But
I'm
there's
not
a time
saying
and a place, that's what you're saying.
Not on international duty in the middle of Iceland.
And Phil Foden
On like your first call up.
exactly. Phil Foden and Mason Greenwood did that. Phil Foden's back in the England team and Greenwood is out in the cold. So that to me shows that Foden is unprofessional, because I can't believe you would do that.
He's a young kid. Come on.
Young finally, but also young and in an incredible position. How many young boys and girls would love to be in Foden's position? And he does that. And also, there wasn't even he's young, so that's okay then. So he's young then. So then Greenwood, what's happened to Greenwood then? Greenwood's not going back in the England team, but Foden now, it's like he's not even done that.
Well,
Nobody ever talks about it anymore. And
I think
it's
with
ridiculous.
Greenwood, one thing I will say about that is that Sancho, Greenwood's had more games than Sancho, and Sancho's there, and he's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is one thing.
Exactly.
I also think where he plays, before he bringing those girls back, he should have had a look and think, well, there's these players in front of me, like blah 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 blah. I don't think Foden's got as many players in his position
They're
as
all
those
kicking off
guys.
these Andorrans. They're getting right
Yeah,
rowdy.
I feel
I reckon we should get Harry Kane on for a second.
Yeah, but it's very.
She's not having no nonsense.
She's doing very well. It's so weird though. They seem to be forgotten.
Booking for Jadon Sancho. Again, I'm not entirely sure why.
And the thing is, Lee, like you said, all I've heard, Foden's young, Foden. He's a professional role model. So that is not. To me, that's a bad example. That's a real bad. What's going?
I don't. What's she put Sancho
I don't think
for?
he's really done anything wrong.
I didn't really think there was anything wrong.
No, he hasn't done much wrong.
Okay, but he's got a booking.
For that.
You know. What would
You got,
No,
that's what you got
that's
booking
what
for.
you got the booking
Okay,
for.
we've seen the
Yeah.
booking. There you go.
Yeah, a little bit of
shithousery. A little bit of shithousery.
Which we quite like.
Yep, we do. We do quite like that.
You know, I don't know what you think, Abby.
So basically, what you're saying inside, if he was a manager, like, you know, Foden wouldn't be in.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
you're saying
if I was
you're going to forgive or you're not.
No, I'm saying if I was Gareth Southgate, I say, listen, you've mucked up. I want you in the press conference to say what I did was wrong, because I never heard Foden say that. You heard the statement, but you didn't hear him say it out to everyone, because, like I said, Foden is, whether Foden likes it or not, he's a big role model. And like I said, young boys and girls will see what he's doing and think it's okay, and it's not. I think it's ridiculous. You would do that, like you said, Abby, on your first international. You would do that. That's how low you think of England. You're representing your country. You're living your dream, and you would do that. I can't believe it. I'm so shocked, and there's not been a big outcry as well. There's not been a big outcry.
Okay.
Yeah, fair point.
Fair point. Got that off your chest? Yeah. Okay.
I have.
Someone said your clothing line should be called Invincible.
Oh yes, I like that. Oh.
That's nice. I like that.
Very good, right?
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
That.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I like that. I'm just having a quick recap of all of these as we've been talking.
Yours could be Shadow.
Shadow?
Yeah.
Why Shadow?
Shadow. Why Shadow?
You know, under the shadow of the Arsenal.
Ah, I thought so. Under the shadow.
Lee.
That was poor from you.
That's below the belt. And the thing is, Abby's been very
I'm
nice.
just joking.
Abby's been very nice.
It's okay. It's
you're still telling her digs at her.
It's just it's just hurtful. Above everything.
Well.
Ty, where is your Arsenal gear? Actually, that's true. It's very rare we see you without headphones and full get up.
Well, the funny thing is, but it's not match day, is it?
It's not match day.
Well,
it is match day.
Well, actually, it is match day. You're right, Abby.
It's half time, by the way. It's half time. But sorry to interrupt you. Carry on. It is half time.
That's right. Interrupt me whenever you like. No, it's not match day for Arsenal.
Okay.
So that's why I've not had my. Oh, it's still kicking off.
Yeah,
that's why I still don't have my match day gear on. But I'll have my match day gear on tomorrow, when I watch our women's team hopefully win.
I thought you said that was at 2 a.m.
No, it's 3 o'clock. 3 in the afternoon.
Oh, tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tomorrow, yeah.
You've got time. Absolute Legend said, Lee's wearing Hugo Boss and looking drippy. Why doesn't he buy Arsenal with all the money he's got? Yeah, Lee.
I try to buy it,
No comment there? No comment?
No comment.
No comment on that one.
I'm not in that league.
Dave,
enough getting a season ticket.
Dave FC said Foden is a wonder. Jeff said, how much is Saka worth? So would anyone like to put a price on that?
What now?
Well, no, I don't mean after that goal. I mean in general. Yeah, I can't just add like another 50 million just because he just scored
million.
against Andorra. 80 million.
80 million. Listen, I'd like to think he's near Grealish's, what Grealish went for. So I'd like to put him in the 100 million bracket.
Can you see Saka ever leaving Arsenal?
No, I can't. And thank you, Abby. That reminds me about what he said.
Okay.
I'm not really worried about teams coming for our players, because if we develop the young great players that we have to then match the ambition. So I'm not worried about any teams coming for our players.
I'm not worried about him for the next year, but
I'm not worried about
2 years. Listen,
I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about that at all.
What? Listen, I'm going to say this now. Harry Kane Spurs through and through, right? Let's be honest. No, he is.
Okay, yeah.
He is. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, he would have loved to have won things with Spurs,
of course.
right?
Yeah.
But when that opportunity is not there, he has to make a decision.
Of course.
Yes.
And that is going to be exactly the same
Yeah,
for
but
Saka.
well, like I said, we're hoping that doesn't come to. That's what I mean. Because if it does that, then we have to let them go.
Look, Saka's won an FA Cup already, you know what I mean?
He has, that's true.
But
Yes,
ultimately, he wants to be winning Champions Leagues and
He has to.
Now, they're all in that England camp now.
Yeah.
And they're talking about, we're going off to play PSG next week or so-and-so next week.
Yes.
What are you doing back? I'm
Bukayo.
I'm getting ready for Leeds.
Yeah, fair enough, but then
that. Harry Kane the same, you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
you know,
he's got a nice trip in the conference league.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, you don't think.
I absolutely do, and I totally,
you don't think
totally
that those players
agree.
don't mock
I do. I totally agree with it. But at the same time, you know, you are part of the team, and it is what it is.
Absolutely. And Abbi, you lead me on to my next point, and that's fine. But then what I would say to these players is that if you want the team to win things, you've got to stay. Because if you want the team to win things, if all the best players leave, how are the team going to win things?
Well, exactly, because they'd rather go and play in another team that has already got the credentials and able to do that.
You've got to stay.
If you're sitting on the couch now, Harry Kane sitting in the hotel lounge, on a nice posh couch, probably not in Andorra, but when he's back in England.
Yeah.
And
St George's Park.
At St George's Park, right?
Yeah.
And Walker comes and sits next down to him, right?
Yeah.
And they have a discussion.
Yeah.
You know, Kyle Walker's earning near enough the same money, if not the same, as Harry Kane.
He was
what
that
he's won over the last few years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, Kane's going to be envious of that.
Of course.
You are going to.
So that's what happens when you're in England, and then he goes back home.
Well, I would say.
And he starts thinking to himself, I want a bit of that.
I do get that, but I would say if you've gone and tapped up City and want to move, at least get them to bid something that's, you know, remotely credible. You know, when Kyle Walker went for 50 million, that was fine. No problem.
Yeah,
it was about the right bid.
That was the right
It was the
price,
right amount of money for the player. You can't go and say 80 million for Harry Kane.
No.
You know, and expect Spurs to take that. And that's the moral of the story. If you're going to go and get tapped up by a club, you've had the conversation, at least make them bid something that's worthy of it. Before we carry on these discussions, let's just talk about the game so far.
Yes.
Good first half, I thought.
Very good first
Yeah,
half.
I'd just say apart from us, you know, scoring, what else have you seen?
I just think that I'm going to have to say it. Foden's been outstanding in the midfield. I thought we've opened them up on many of occasions. Difficult pitch because it's like, you know, the 4G stuff and everything like that. But, you know, some good performances there. I'll tell you what, that's been an entertaining. I know, like, I have been keeping an eye on it, by the way. But it's been quite an entertaining a game as well, like, you know what I mean? So and we've had a good chat, but I think that's been a good England performance. Listen, Ireland are nothing. We knew we was going to win this game, but it's how you go and win the game. And at the moment, like, you know, some good performances from some. Yeah, I would like to see Jesse Lingard be a little bit more involved because I know that he's at Man United, but since he went to West Ham, I sort of like took to him a little bit more.
I thought he was absolutely magnificent.
He was outstanding when he went to West Ham,
yeah.
wasn't he?
He was
absolutely
really
outstanding, wasn't he?
Yeah, he absolutely was. As you mentioned, we have seen some quite good individual performances tonight. Phil Foden, Jadon Sancho's had, you know, put it on a nice little plate for Ben Chilwell. And of course Saka. Anything else or anyone else you wanted to give a mention to?
I think Chilwell's done well as well.
Yeah, he has done well, Chilwell.
You know, no pun intended. Chilwell has done well.
Chilwell has
done well. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that. Is that Alan Partridge?
Alan Partridge. Yeah. That was an accidental Partridge.
Oh, it was?
I think it was. I think that was an accidental Partridge.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Is it what I'm finding interesting is that I'm wondering now. There seems to be a bit of niggle going on between England and Andorra, and I want to know what that's about.
Look at that pass.
Maybe because every time these two sides meet, England put about 6 past them. That could be why they're starting to get behind.
But there was something with John Stones and one of their
we didn't get to see that.
Exactly. So I wonder what that's about.
We didn't get to see that.
Because also, when they were coming off, there was argy-bargy in the tunnels also. That's something to keep an eye on. I think it's been very, very comfortable for England. It possibly should be more, but you know, it's just.
We've still got another half.
Yeah, everything is going to plan. I just hope now that there is no injuries for any players.
Fingers crossed that we keep it injury free. We've got a few other chats. I have lost some of the super chats, but I'm going to go back and find them. Bear with me. This is from Marcus Wynn, who said, do you think it's good to see female officials today and moving forward to see more in the Premier League and other major leagues?
Absolutely.
If they're good enough, yep.
Well, the funny thing is, to me, they are good enough.
Well,
they're just not getting the chances.
So far, this referee's done nothing wrong.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, I think they are good enough. It's that they are not
given the opportunity.
The standard refereeing in the Premier League at the moment,
it's not very good.
They deserve it.
I totally agree.
And I'd also elaborate and say, when I've been lucky enough to go and watch Arsenal women in women's football, and the female referees, you can go to them and talk to them. They're very approachable. Whereas with the male referees now, some of them are very unapproachable, and I find that very interesting. The male referees, some of them don't talk to me. Leave me alone. I've actually had referees doing that, and to cut a long story short.
What, to you?
Yeah, to me.
How dare they?
How dare
Your
they?
tie. Your clock and
Well,
tie.
did you say, do you know who I am?
Don't you know who I am?
You know who I am?
I didn't have my headphones on, but don't you know who I am?
Abbi's funny. I'm liking this. I like this. No, but this was. I think this was even before AFTV. Not that I'm anyone special. I'm lucky to be anybody.
You are special.
Well, sorry, but thank you very much. Oh, well, you're special to me as well. Thank you very much. Well, I'm really loving. I'm really loving this with Abbi. Wow, it's amazing. Like I'll say it before I say it again. Anyone that looks like that can say that to me. I must be doing something.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, babes, what?
I'm telling
That
you.
is so
anyone.
cute. That is so sweet.
It's the truth.
I'm just minding my business, eating my popcorn.
I'm still looking great as well. So it's the truth. It's the truth. But yeah, sorry, yeah. I'm getting distracted by Abbi, which is probably
Cabby's giving
What
me
you
right
actually
now.
do? I think you actually.
Anyway,
probably
back
not
to the question. Female officials, yeah? Happy with it?
I thought we was on
yeah.
blind date or something for a minute, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure you wish you was on a blind date with Abbi, don't you? But, you know, anyway. Yeah, it is.
So, female officials, we're happy to see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, no. What I was saying was about, the male official, because you said that has that happened to me. Yeah, we basically, I can't remember what year it was, we paid Crew, this was at the Hive, you know, Barnett's ground. We paid Crew Alexander youth team in the FA Youth Cup, and we should have had a penalty in the last minute. Our player got fouled. The referee didn't give a foul, but he didn't give a foul. He said, play on. And the Crew players went, yeah, you know it was a penalty. So after the game, I said, ref, what happened? Wasn't it, it was a penalty, ref.
Yeah.
He ignored me. And I said to one of my players...
I thought you was playing, like, you're a fan. Of course she's going to ignore it, you're a fan,
But you can speak as a fan. So I even went to our player and he said, yeah, he got fouled. So I said, ref, what happened? Why did you give a penalty? And he said, I'm not talking to you. I said, I went outside now. I said, ref, why did you give a penalty? He said,
follow him home.
No, I didn't follow him home. I wouldn't do that. He said, I'm not talking to you. You know what? I stood outside, I stood out his car and he had to come and talk to me. Can you imagine? He ignored me. Whereas I've seen female referees and they've said to me, I don't mind, I will talk to you as long as you're respectful. They have not, the referees have explained their decisions. Whereas the male referees now, imagine, he will still stand up, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
That's what he said. So that's what I'm saying.
It's not a no respect, is it?
Okay, let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Ballon d'Or list from a super chat? That's from Selection.
Fascinating.
Great question.
Absolutely fascinating.
Great
There's
question.
so many good candidates.
I dropped my popcorn for everyone that just saw that on the chat.
Dear. Is that thinking about tie, was it?
Can you keep it clean? I'm hungry. I haven't eaten today. Well,
I don't know what to say to that. Listen, if anybody's thinking about me, I'm lucky. But you
Ballon d'Or list, Lee.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a standout candidate. Do you know, it's
you
always
don't think
been...
so?
Well, no, I think it's because it's been really Messi and Ronaldo over the last sort of time, but I think there's so many more players now.
Mbappe, Haaland.
I think Jorginho's got to be in with it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, with what he was won.
I thought he had fantastic Euros, by the way.
Yeah, he did.
It'd be interesting to see who get that.
Who gets it? Yeah, who gets it? You know, it's unbelievable. It's a great.
I wouldn't say. Would you say there's a standout when you think, right? As a betting woman, I know you're not, but if you were, would you
put my money on?
Put your money on, yeah. Put your fiver on.
I think actually Jorginho's a good shout. I mean, when you look at what he's won, I know it's not like the name everyone would pick and want, but if you're looking at accolades, he's. Do you like that word?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good word.
Very good word, Abbi.
Accolades.
Very good.
If you're looking at accolades, I would say that you can't really argue that Jorginho would be the standout candidate.
Yeah. You know, winning
just
the Euros.
Just because it's not Mbappe or Messi. I mean, it'll probably end up being Messi again, but
Messi was that great. That's a bit harsh to say, but
Wow.
he was.
Big,
you know,
big
they won the
statement.
league. Listen, let's talk a little bit about Messi.
Messi.
Since he's left Barcelona have gone.
Absolutely downhill. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So one player can have that much
course it
influence
can.
He was
on a massive
He's not
club
just
like
a
that.
player. He's
Yeah,
not the
it
greatest
just
player in the
showed,
world.
yeah.
And I
of all time.
cannot believe that they could not arrange a deal to keep him. I can't believe that. I cannot. What has happened to them?
It's incredible, and you have to say about Ronaldo and all he's come over to the Premiership, 36 years. He's took it by storm, really. Hasn't he?
He has.
He has, but then he
I know there's a but coming here, but he has.
The but is right, and there's always a but when it comes to Manchester United. When it comes to me, just joking. what it is that when he left Juventus, apparently he told Juventus he doesn't want to play for them anymore. And if that's true, that's terrible, because if you have a contract, they could have said to him, "You honour your contract." But no, that's not very. He's come. No, don't mean he's done fantastic for them, but he also has done his histrionics of diving and walking off.
Histrionics.
Histrionics, yeah.
I've got to come up with a good word in a minute. haven't I?
Histrionics. I love that.
Thank you very much, Abbi. Yeah. He's had his histrionics of
Sorry,
diving.
that caught me by surprise. Can I just pause you for 1 second?
Yeah, of course.
Marcus, you're saying don't buy super chats because we don't read them out. We did read yours out, actually. Anyway,
What was his one then?
Can't remember. Wasn't very good.
Brilliant, Abbi. Abbi's on the ball, you know. So.
Yeah, she's on the ball. Don't mess with her.
Don't mess with Abbi. Don't
You
mess
put a
with
super
Abbi.
chat in,
But
she will read it.
I did read it out.
Absolutely.
Yep. Carry on. Sorry.
That's all right. Yeah, so histrionics, you know, he's done diving and all, you know, he's done some unsavoury things, and I think that's been glossed over. He's done brilliantly as well, but you know, that's been glossed over. You know, diving and all that, things like he used to do before. And the funny thing is, what I don't understand is, he's that good. He doesn't need to do that, which is what I find surprising. I find it surprising.
But that's got nothing to do with him coming back and taking the Premiership by storm.
Yeah, but then when you're saying he's taking it by storm,
he hasn't dived at all.
No, you haven't.
Not
I
yet.
think he's had about 3 penalties that he should have been
No.
given.
There are ones when he did not. He tried to make a meal of it. There are ones when, you know, because it's Ronaldo now, no one's really saying anything.
I'll tell you what, like, so if you know what will happen is Ronaldo one day come up and go, oh hello Ty, and he'll be all, he's all right, like he is with Roy Keane now, like, you know what I mean, like, yeah.
Oh yes,
So-
your appearance, weren't you? Your thing with Roy Keane.
Yeah, it was mad. It was
Mates
quite mad.
now they
He
are.
was. Well, I wouldn't say we're mates, but he was all right. He was all right.
Yeah.
He knows who you are.
Well, amazingly, incredibly, unbelievably.
Jamie Carragher actually said on commentary, my mate.
Yeah, well, which is very flattering as well. It's very surreal. It's very surreal. Listen, if I'm honest, I don't want to sound corny. If anyone knows who I am, it's amazing anyway. So, you know, the fact that they're saying they know who I am and they're calling me out is unbelievable, really.
I think you're lovely. You're very sweet.
Thank you very much, Abbi.
Before we kick off again.
So are you too.
Thank you. You're lovely too, Lee. Before we kick off again, can we just talk quickly about Tammy Abraham?
Yeah,
How do you think?
I think he's done well.
You thought he's done well tonight?
thought
Yeah?
he's done
everything
led the line well.
except score.
Yeah.
And I hope he does score.
Yeah, I'm happy to see him too. Fikayo Tomori also.
Fikayo, yeah.
Thank you. Is also in the starting. Not starting, he's in the squad. Sorry, just
Another
choking on a
player
bit of
who
popcorn.
left Chelsea and now
And
he's
is-
in the squad. So
there we
it's
go.
fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating.
But I'm happy to see him in there. I think he's a very good defender.
He's a very good defender. He's a very good defender.
Yeah, we can continue now on whatever we was just debating about.
Ronaldo. So Lee was saying that if Ronaldo comes up to me and say hello to me, I'd forget about everything, which is not absolutely true. And the funny thing is, Lee's saying this. This is Lee accent, inverted commas, hospitality judges. Don't forget that. Okay.
Hospitality.
Lee hospitality judges.
Talk to me, Lee, about this hospitality tag. Where does this come from?
No, I'm just, fortunate that know people that can get me into places, like, you know what I mean? So,
Well, a very humble, a very gracious answer. I like that answer.
you know,
I like that answer.
big up Michelle, she does a few those, she knows a few people, sorts me out a few. So,
Friends in high places, yeah?
friends in high places, like, so we've been actually to the Diamond Club.
Oh, we've got a problem with the sound again,
What was that
apparently.
like?
Oh,
Carry
what's
on.
the problem with sound?
I don't know, apparently there's a problem with sound, I'm sure
Again?
the team are trying to fix that.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
Diamond Club, you were saying.
Diamond Club, is this at Arsenal?
Yeah.
What's it
I keep dropping my popcorn.
It's fantastic. Like the first time we went there a couple of years ago for the Emirates Cup,
Yeah.
and we were sitting there, and all of a sudden, like all the players were coming past and all
Yeah,
that, and like
yeah.
we was eating, I was drinking and eating champagne and all that, you know.
You was drink,
Instead of if I'd have gone out and watched the game, all the players
you
were sitting.
You mean you was drinking and sipping champagne?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
You said you was drinking
Oh,
and eating
right,
champagne.
okay. Lucky we're not on sound. Yeah, so if I'd have actually gone out, and all the players are sitting there and all that.
Why didn't you go out?
As I was eating and drinking champagne. It was all free.
Okay.
So you,
Is the sound on yet?
Probably not. But Kelechi has asked,
okay. Mate,
sound working? Okay.
okay, thank you.
Kelechi has asked, Thai, UB40 or Culture Club? I don't think it's our collection.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
I don't think it is our
Oh,
collection.
that is a fantastic question.
What was it?
You before your Culture Club.
Can you give us a rendition of one song from each?
Well, I can tell you the songs. UB40 had 1 in 10 and Red Red Wine, which was a cover version of Neil Diamond.
I'm going to need to hear it.
Oh, well, I can't really sing.
You
that
could
bit
ask
properly.
Lee to duet with you. But I'm going to need to hear it before we make an informed decision.
And Culture Club had a song called Time, the Clock of the Heart, which is an absolutely
Come on, Chameleon has got to be
Yeah.
the most famous one.
Could you...
Carl Chameleon was one of their big tunes. You don't know that before, have you?
I haven't had your version of it. I'm still waiting.
Go on.
Well, I haven't got a very good one, unfortunately. I can only do the same. Karma, Chameleon. You come and go.
That is a good song, by the way.
It was a big song. I think it's probably UB40. It's probably UB40, but like I said, Time Clock of the Heart by Culture Club is one of the best songs I've ever heard. You remember that song, Lee?
What one?
Time.
Time,
by
yeah.
Culture Club.
Yeah, very good.
So much fun. And the lyrics are absolutely fantastic.
There was a chance for Sancho, by the way, while we
There
were
was.
just singing Come a Chameleon.
Try to attempt to sing. Have you heard of UB40 and Culture Club before?
I have heard of them. I wouldn't probably know if it was their song if I heard it.
Oh, well, okay.
But
okay.
I have, yeah.
If you've got one,
I have heard that song, the Chameleon song.
Carl
you
Chameleon.
can go and see one artist, like, what's your favourite? What would you go and see?
Ooh, that's a.
Who would I go and see?
Yeah, who would you go and see?
Chris Brown.
Oh, wow. Wow, but then see, Abbi, see Chris Brown, and then what? And I'm sure I know what song would play
What is it?
and would suit you, beautiful people. Absolutely, it's all in one, isn't it?
Oh, we're going for a break.
Thank
Oh, I
thank
mean,
God
that was
for
so sweet. Just as we're about to break, we'll leave you on that note while we just quickly sort the audio. So don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere.
But feel free to go get more snacks
No, it
because
wouldn't.
I'm hungry.
No, it would, Abbi, it would suit you, beautiful people. That would suit.
Break to finish. But Lee is going to retell you this story because it was very, very interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting but true.
And it involved him and Madonna.
Madonna,
Yes, the legend that is Madonna, the legend.
Yeah,
Take it away.
and what I was saying was that, yeah, I've actually spoken to Madonna. And
Yeah.
that is my claim to fame.
Wow.
It obviously hers now, like, because, you know, she goes, oh, that's Lee off AFTV, like, you know what I mean? So she says that now, but no. But obviously, like, you know, this is back in the day. And my mate, like, relative, run, you've done this, the security at Wembley. So we used to go to all the concerts and be stewards and all that, like, you know. And, you know, all of that back in the day. So at Wembley, there's no one there, and Madonna is doing her rehearsal.
Yeah.
So as she's singing along, I'm standing there, and she's gone, excuse me. So I've looked around thinking, who's she talking to? Like, she's gone, no, you there, the good-looking bloke. That's it. I said, oh yeah, me, like, you know. So back in the day, you know what I mean?
Back in the day.
So she's gone. I thought she's on her. She's on the pool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, anyway, so
Lucky you.
So she says, she was doing this bit, and she says, look, I'm going to sing this song. Don't be silly. Put a condom on my willy, or do what I say. don't be silly, put a rubber on my willy. All right, so I turned around and said, well, and this is my claim to fame, I said, Madge, I think you should put, like, say, condom, because it's more English than American, like, rubber, like, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to the concert, she does this song, and then at one part of the song, she goes, don't be silly, put a condom on your willy. I'm going, yeah! That was my influence, like.
What song was it? What song was it actual? Was it?
I can't remember now what song it was she was singing it from, but it was like one of her songs that she sung, and then like she just done this little bit in it, a little like, and that was true. And so I have actually spoke to Madonna.
That is quite
an amazing story.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, we went out for about 6 months afterwards.
Wow, that's amazing. That's an incredible story.
Who's the
so
coolest
that is
person?
my claim to fame.
Who's the coolest person you've ever met, Ty?
Apart from you.
Yeah, that's a good clue. Who's the most famous person?
Ty is so smooth, you know.
Who did you say?
So smoothly lucky. I said,
didn't say you,
apart from Abbi, I said, apart from
That
Abbi.
mate's just sick, doesn't he?
You said me.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that your answer isn't the same tells me all I need to know.
You're smoothly lucky. That's a great question, Abbi. The most famous person I met. Well, I've been lucky enough to chat to Arsene, the legend.
Oh, no,
which is amazing. I did meet Prince Philip.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not bragging about that, but I did meet him one time when they was opening the
You
stadium.
can't get much more famous than that's
the-
like meeting the king.
Oh.
The Prince of
There
Edinburgh.
was a chance there.
You know, I'm telling
My brother, right, this is a true story. They was in
Yeah.
Vegas, right, and there was
Yeah.
in the lift opened, and Mike Tyson walked in.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That was you know what I mean? That's unbelievable, wasn't it?
Oh, that was...
Also, I
yeah.
wouldn't say met. I saw Destiny's Child perform.
Wow. Tell me about that.
That was amazing. It was.
You kept that quiet, haven't you?
It was. He was at BBC.
Okay.
We got free tickets, so there was a crowd of us, and they was outdoor, and we.
Well, you wouldn't have paid for the ticket, would you?
I might have.
No way, you might. No way.
If it meant I didn't have to sit next to Lee hospitality judges, then why not?
He'd be in hospitality, that's why.
Well, Abbi, you are good. You are good.
Why have I not been with you before this? Why? Why have you not brought him along when we filmed together? I've been keeping him
You're
from
too
me.
kind.
There's
Abbi,
quite a few reasons why. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so it was at BBC. I think it was BBC White City. So you know they were just around. It was quite thin because it just came up that you want to see Destiny's Child because
Did you talk to them?
no.
Oh, well, you haven't met them, have you?
Well,
That was
no,
a
I
question.
saw them in concert. Did
a
actually
question.
spot them right close to them. Sorry.
You got right close, but you didn't say hi.
Oh, all right.
He didn't say hi, I'm Ty.
Right, you know,
What about you, Abbi? Yeah.
The most famous person I've ever met?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I think that was offside. Will they give it?
Ooh, looks
This
like
one could be offside.
Oh.
I mean, the whole Andorra
Let's hope
team looked like
Let's
they
hope
didn't
Your
see it coming.
4-0's going to looking good, you guys.
I mean, the whole
Oh.
reaction of that. Look
Let's
at the
have a
whole
look.
Andorra team. That's why I thought it was off, but it wasn't. He's not off.
Is he?
He's
no,
not
he's
on.
on. He's on.
He's on.
That's a goal. That's a
He's
goal.
on.
He's well on.
That's a goal.
I literally just saw the whole Andorra team
Yeah.
looking as if like, no, that's not a goal.
It's a great
Anyway,
ball
that's
from
a
Jayden.
great ball in from
great
Jayden
finish.
Sancho
Yeah.
and a great finish from Tammy.
Great ball.
good
Sancho's
debut,
made 2
great
goals now,
That's
2
a
assists.
really
Very
good
good
goal.
debut.
Sancho's had a great
Yeah,
great
he's played
game.
really well tonight.
Yep.
Fantastic from Tammy Abraham and back of
Yep.
the net.
That's a
There was
great
some
goal.
shouts for offside, but he obviously was not offside.
No, that's
well
going
done,
to
Tammy.
be given.
That is given, absolutely, that is
Well
given.
done.
And I think someone said he's 5'9".
But he ain't the biggest of goalkeepers,
He's
is
not
he?
the
Oh, right.
biggest.
Oh, cool.
That's good. We love to see that from Tammy Abraham, and we like to see that from Jayden Sancho.
Absolutely
too.
fantastic.
Who's the most famous person I've ever met?
You met.
Do you know what? I really don't know. No one particularly like famous, I don't think.
No one really famous.
No, I can't
Alright,
think of
then,
anyone.
have
I
you
remember
got-
when I was little, I really liked EastEnders and Jack Ryder, who used to be Jamie,
Oh, yeah,
when he got
Yeah.
killed. And I remember going to a family, with all my family, and like an event day, it was like a race day or something, and he was there, and there's a picture of me, like baby me, maybe like 6 years old, with Jack Ryder, and I was like buzzing, and I love the picture.
Oh, really?
Yeah, had a cute little purple headband on. It was really sweet. But he's obviously not the most. He probably is the most famous person I've ever met.
Don't reveal names, right? But have you got any famous people in your phone
book?
Phone book?
Yes.
Contacts.
Oh, wow.
Well, then I guess that wouldn't be the most famous person I've ever met.
No, but have you, Ty?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I wouldn't say I've got people in my phone book, but there's people that I chat to that would be considered to be famous.
Famous. That's a nice way to put it. That is a really nice way to put it.
What about you, Lee? I take it you have them.
Haven't.
I bet you have. You say that.
Let sort himself out. Look.
You probably have.
Oh,
He did. To be fair to Cass, Cass
Andorra.
did say, "Did you want something from the shop?" To be fair.
He did, yeah. Didn't say like he wanted any food.
What did Cass buy from the shop?
Yeah. Well, he's got some hot stuff.
Cass has got dinner.
Dinner.
Something we.
Oh, he's doing the,
something
and he's doing
we
the
have not
moonwalk as
had.
well. Oh, wow.
I hope he trips down the stairs.
Came in with dinner, Moon walked out the room.
Yeah,
We'll just sit here having
and falls down the stairs.
just dead dry popcorn for us, yeah?
Yeah, we've got popcorn.
Having said that, he's talking about famous people. Without trying to name drop, I don't know if anyone.
There's a name drop coming.
Go on, I can
Well,
see
I
it.
don't want.
I just picked it up for you.
I don't mean to name drop, but Coronation Street. Anybody know about Coronation Street at all?
Yeah, Coronation Street.
Anybody know about?
Unless it's Norris, I don't want to know.
Dev Alahan.
Yeah, Dev.
I actually saw him in Woodgreen Sainsbury.
Wood Green.
Yeah, and chatted to him, and he was very, very nice.
Aww.
Jimmy Harkishan, I think his name is. Yeah, Jimmy Harkishan. He was fantastic.
Yeah, Dev's been it for years.
I've got two
Yeah, that's right, Abbi.
Two
You're
of my
right.
regular customers are East End.
Really? Can you name it? Can you say that without trying to give them away?
Yeah, I don't suppose it's that. Gillian, Tailworth.
The legend that is Kathy.
Oh, Kath.
Yeah,
Kathy,
she comes in quite a lot. Massive Arsenal fan.
Okay.
And Natalie. I haven't seen her for a little while.
Sonia?
Yeah, Sonia.
Natalie Cassidy.
Sonia.
Always goes, Natalie, where's your trumpet?
Oh, wow.
Sonia.
But she used to live, she don't live too far from the shop, but I don't think she lives there now because I haven't seen her for a little while, but they come in like, yeah.
Okay, oh, wow.
We have a super chat here from Freddie SP who said, to all of you, what's your favourite song at the moment? Ty?
Oh,
That's a very good question.
My favourite song?
I don't know because mostly my songs are old school songs. My favourite songs are old school songs. So
What's your favourite song of all time?
ooh, that is a fantastic question, Abbi. But,
Video killed the radio star.
Video, wasn't that Buggles?
yeah, well done.
Thank you. That's a very
that's
good
a
question.
difficult question.
Favourite
That's a
song
very
of all
good
time?
Very good question, but I would go for. It's very hard, but I would go for one emotional song.
Go on.
If I burst
Hit us with it.
if I burst into tears, please forgive me. One song that really gets me.
Is it Arsenal? Arsenal.
No. It's nothing to do with football.
Arsenal.
It's nothing to do with football. And the funny thing is that when I say it, the thing is, it's such a fantastic song that sometimes I don't listen to it because it makes me, if I'm honest, it makes me cry. It makes me feel emotional.
Building it up. What is it?
It is
Thomas the Tank.
Turn Back the Clock by Johnny Hates Jazz. I don't know if anyone knows that.
No, but I will listen to it.
It's a fantastic song, and the video is even better. And the funny thing is, basically, what it is about childhood memories and from a boy turning to a man, and it's just fantastic. And also another fantastic song is, which is really quite fantastic, a real nice song is "Songbird" by Kenny G, which was featured in the film Cars.
In Cars?
Yes.
That's a fun fact.
Yes, it's a fun fact.
I've really got a fight.
And Ruda has also said, happy belated Nigerian Independence Day to time.
Absolutely, thank you very much. Yes, it was a couple of days ago. Yes, thank you, you're right.
Happy Independence
Thank
Day.
you very much.
Also, before I ask you what your favourite is, Tamori has now come on.
Fakar, yes.
Fakayo has now come on the pitch.
So well done,
John
too.
Stone's going off.
Yes.
Lee, talk to me.
I don't really say a favourite song, like, you know what I mean? It's very, very hard. A couple of U2 songs are very good. Bad, one of my favourite songs.
Bad.
Okay.
Not Michael Jackson. Just joking.
No, from U2.
Okay.
But I've really got like some. Do you know, like you get through it like emotions. A couple of like my dad passed away.
God rest his soul.
In a couple of days' time, this time, you know, on the 11th of October. So like, you know, you get those sort of father songs that come out and all
Yeah.
that.
Yes,
They'd be very emotional. You know,
So
if you
then,
hear them on the.
so one would be Dancing with My Father and Losing My
Lovely
Justice.
song,
Yeah,
lovely,
yeah.
lovely song.
So like Father and Son, you know, from
Cat
Boyzone.
Stevens.
Is it Boyzone?
Cat Stevens, original Cat
Yeah,
Stevens.
Cat Stevens done the
Yeah.
original like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I heard that the other day. It was on the radio and I had to turn it off.
Yeah.
So like you could get a little bit emotional.
But
and
it's
things
what
like
I'm
that. I've
saying.
only got what I would say a favourite song.
Okay.
Good old Arsenal. Yes.
Of
So
course.
pathetic.
What about you, Abby?
Favourite song that I always, oh God, a bit nasty on James Ward-Prowse right
Yes.
there. Favourite
Yeah, go on.
song, probably, I like Boys to Men. I really like Boys to Men.
Boys to
End of the
Men's.
Road, One Sweet Day, I like all things like that.
One Sweet Day with the legend, that's
Mariah Carey, great
That is
song.
I actually bought that record on vinyl. Can
Did you?
believe
It's
it?
such a great song.
No, sorry, on tape.
I think that song
It's a great
was
song.
the longest running, it was like one of the longest running songs to be top of the charts or something like that.
Wow, what a song!
I think that's that song.
That's amazing,
But
amazing
my
song.
favourite song
Yeah.
is Back at One, Brian McKnight.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. That's a sending off.
Abby.
That's a sending off.
That is.
I start
Look at this.
back at one. Yes, Brian McKnight.
That is a
That
sending
looks,
off.
that
That's
looks a bit dodgy.
nasty,
Hopefully
that.
that'll go to
Do you know
VAR.
any other? That's interesting. Do you,
you know that song?
any of? Of course I do. Do you know any of his songs? Because you know we had you ever seen Sister Sister?
Have I ever seen Sister Sister?
Yeah.
As in the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know he was in it, don't you?
I didn't know he was in it.
He was in it, and he performed one of his songs.
No, you're thinking My Wife and Kids.
No, Brian McKnight was in Sister Sister.
He was in Sister Sister as
He
well.
was in Sister Sister. I'm telling you.
Because the first time I ever heard that song was in My Wife and Kids, and I love My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
And he sang
At the
at the wedding.
Yeah,
at
that's
Jay's
right.
wedding.
That's right. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
he was Tia's teacher.
I didn't know that. But what a song that is. In the car, nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. It's a power ballad. I'm going to listen to that on the way home.
You know Brian McKnight, Lee?
Huh?
You ever heard of Brian McKnight?
Back at One.
Yeah.
Start back. Yeah.
Undeniable.
Yes. What?
I can't
good.
sing. I won't
Very
try
good.
and sing it.
Abby.
Very good,
good.
Abby. Very good.
Oh, I'm really impressed by your musical taste and knowledge,
Thank
Abby.
you.
Yeah.
You're liking it, yeah? Boys to
Absolutely.
Men for you.
Boys to Men, I'll make love to you. End of the road,
End of the road. Whoa.
I'm doing fine.
Yep.
Down on bended knee.
Bring it home to me. Bring it home. There are so many.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's so many great artists that are like that, though.
They are.
How's Lee not come up with actually who your favourite is? Did you say you too?
Yeah, he
I
said
do,
you
yeah,
too.
I like U2 back in the day. Yeah.
Emotional, yeah, you know, emotional song. Another emotional song.
If you like U2, you'll know the song Bad.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
Right, some super chats. Val Wop said, will Ty be on the fight live stream tonight? Yes,
I
he's
will
going
be,
to be
yes.
on there.
I will be. Thank you for asking. I will be.
The stream is starting at 3 a.m.
It is 3 a.m. So.
Ty will be there. I believe
I'll be
Robbie's going to be there with you.
Yes.
Did you say Expressions?
Expressions.
Troops as well. I think.
Troops.
Yeah.
So that'd be a quiet one.
Laurie's going to be on as well. Cal said
Laurie,
Laurie's going to be
the
on.
old boxing.
They must have all had an early night tonight to get up for 3 a.m. No? I would assume. Right, I'm still going through. Thanos City said Foden is England's number 10. He's running the show. You are correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
You are absolutely correct. A lot of people saying about R. Kelly. I mean, I have to say I do love R. Kelly songs, but we can't.
Oh, no. The thing is, I used to, but after what's happened, I'm sorry, I don't.
Some
know.
incredible songs, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, but you know, after what's happened, I can't.
Remove.
I'm afraid.
Anne Ruder said, who have you all got for the fight tonight? Does Wilder stand any chance, or is it going to be the same as last time?
Of course he does.
Of course he stands a chance. I
Are you
want him
staying
to
up?
win. I want him to win,
Are you staying up for the fight?
personally.
I might do. I might go to sleep and then put the alarm on or something.
Get yourself up. What did you? Sorry, Ty. What were you saying?
I would.
Huh?
True, he was. He had a power now.
A little 5-minute power nap. But, I like Tyson Fury. I've been to a few of his fights. Like,
Oh, have you? What, in person?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went to his first one when he come back. You know, like back when he fought that little fella in Manchester, and it all kicks off in the crowd. That's the only trouble when you go to these sort of fights. But
oh, that's ridiculous.
yeah,
Oh, look at them calves.
I quite like Tyson Fury. I think he's a good boxer, by the way. I think
He's a good boxer,
Very
but-
under, you know, he is a good boxer.
He's a good
as well,
boxer, but
you know,
don't you think some of the things he says are disgraces? Like, he said that Deontay Wilder's a dosser. There's no need for a language like that. And he said he's going to put in an infirmary. And I think that's ridiculous.
An infirmary? That is rude.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. I think that's scandalous language for anybody to use. How much more boxers? What's that? What is that?
So scandalous. Who sung that?
That's very good. Mystique.
Kaz is shaking your head at me. What are you eating? What are you eating? I want to know what you're eating more to the point. I'm hungry.
Listen, Abbi, that is great. That's something that I would say. So I've got to give you your props.
Did you get
Abbi.
it?
No,
He didn't see. He didn't get it.
You didn't get it?
I didn't hear
didn't get
it.
it.
What did you say?
She said so scandalous.
Do you know who sung that?
Yeah,
You know who
yeah.
said that?
Who sung it?
Who sung it? He doesn't know.
I do
the
know.
judge.
Hold on.
The judge. If you do not get this, the judge.
I'd say you're showing your age.
Someone tell me who it is. I do know.
He
Come on.
looks good for his age, to be fair. He looks good
does.
to his age.
Thanks very much.
It's true, no, it's true.
Mystique.
Mystique, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I did know it. I did know it.
Oh, it was one of them ones. Yeah, I knew it.
I'll tell you
I
what,
knew it.
I'm going to be honest. When it comes to names in music, you know, I'm terrible.
Oh, really? But you managed to say Baccarat, though, didn't you? I Can Boogie. You remember that?
I Can Boogie.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because I've got it on my playlist, but I wouldn't have known it before
Get
that.
some Mystique on
Do you
there.
know,
really?
like some of them, like, I'm
Mystique,
terrible,
brilliant.
like, you know.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
like Mystique, actually.
Oh, fantastic.
All
Sue Elise.
I want is to be with you. Another great song.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Mystique.
Yeah, Mystique. Got some bangers, Mystique. T1 said, Ty, what does Chelsea need to improve to continue to represent London, especially on the European stage?
I don't know and I don't care. Why are you asking me? I'm not a Chelsea fan, no disrespect. I could not tell you. I'm just worried about what we're improving. Sorry, I don't mean no
You've
disrespect.
got a relative that plays for Chelsea, haven't you?
Have you?
Well, he's gone to thing now. He's gone to Russia.
What, on loan?
Yeah. No, he's gone permanently.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Tino Anjorin, my cousin's son, used to play for Chelsea.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm sorry. I don't mean no disrespectful, but I can't really.
Jack Grealish is on,
elaborate
and
on Chelsea.
Mason
Okay,
Mount. Do you know,
on comes
another
Jack
one, Mason Mount. How
Grealish,
poor has he
Mason
been this season?
Mount. Well, I think we
Yeah,
hit the
we were
nail on
talking
the
about it,
head.
he's been so
talking-
poor.
It's the
It's
Euro.
the impact.
The Euro
of-
hangover, isn't it?
Yeah,
Well, for
'cause
two
I
back-to-back
quite like him. I
seasons.
thought he was really good, but since
He's
the
good.
Euro, he's been really poor.
2 back-to-back seasons, Euros. It's all adding up. It's
Yeah,
tired. Your
all
body
adding
can
up.
only do so much. Lingard is off. Mount is on.
Yeah.
Fortunate to
and
be in the squad.
Who came off? Grealish is on, and who came off?
Sancho.
And Jadon Sancho. He's had a very good game. Yeah. So there we go. I totally agree with you on Mason Mount, though. Again, I think that, like we said, it's just a case
Yeah,
of
it's just, you know what I mean? Like, it's just.
you can't be good every,
No.
every single game, every single week, especially when you've basically played like 2 years back to back.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude by that question, but I'm sorry. I can't really answer about Chelsea because it's not my team. So sorry.
There we go. You heard it here
I
first.
don't want to be rude, but I can't say
I'll be honest with Chelsea. I only want them to win 2 games a season, and that's it.
Are they the ones that they play us?
Yeah, that's it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you don't want them to beat Manchester United?
Don't really care. When Man United are playing Chelsea, I'm not really that fussed who wins it, really. Same as like Man United, I only really want them to win 2 games a season.
What, Tottenham as well?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
You're really going to come between us?
No, but you're the same with that, surely.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you only want Chelsea
All
to
right,
win.
I've got a question for both of you. Would you
Yeah.
rather see Arsenal win the league
Yeah.
or see Spurs get relegated?
Oh, it's got
I've
to be
seen Spurs get
Spurs
relegated.
No, I want to Arsenal win the league. Obviously, Arsenal win the league.
Arsenal win the league.
But we could put that question to you, Abbi. What would you prefer?
See Spurs win the league because it's never going to
Exactly.
happen.
Oh, you always want your club to do first.
I thought you could sway.
you know what
actually.
it's
I
like?
thought you might go down the other way.
Do you remember?
Tottenham get relegated?
Yeah.
Why would I say that?
So no, I just
Do you
thought you
know,
might. Was waiting for you to be controversial in this.
Spurs got
Oh, no,
relegated.
no.
When Spurs got relegated
Yeah.
back in the 70s, all the Arsenal fans celebrated and all that. But the following year, they missed it because
Yeah.
they didn't have the Arsenal Spurs game.
Yeah,
so they
that's
was
another
quite
thing.
pleased when they come back.
That's another. I think. Yeah.
So even though you can't live with them, can't live without them. Sort of
Yes.
thing. You've got to. I think
That's
like
very
that,
good, yeah.
those
Yeah.
derby games. If say
superb.
Spurs or Arsenal were to not be here,
It wouldn't be the same, yeah.
You'd miss them. So
Yeah,
even though I don't like the games,
I love the games.
You.
I love the game. I love the atmosphere. What I don't like, and what I hate is a very strong word, and I would never like to say that. What I hate is the violence. That's what really, really worries me, is the violence in those games, because I think it's ridiculous, and more should be done about it, and not enough is spoke about it. That's
it
what
is a shame, because like, Arsenal and Spurs,
it's a great game.
It is a lot of hate, but it's a lot more bent. It's a lot more bent. I've got a lot of good friends, you know, family and all that. But
absolutely.
Ultimately, you can't go to an Arsenal Spurs game with me, like my nephew, and say,
That's
"Oh, we
fair
go together." You can't do it.
That's fair enough.
But can't you take him when you're in hospitality? Surely it's nice and quiet
Yeah, I
up
could
there.
take him up there, but I've never. To be honest, when Arsenal are playing Spurs, I would never ever go hospitality.
I said he's not going to be in hospital. He would never be in hospitality.
I like going to Arsenal Spurs. You know what I mean, like. Right by him if I can, you know what I mean? Like,
right in there.
Right in there.
Right.
Give it.
Pint of Stella in hand, giving it
large.
large.
It is great if you can get that, like, because I see you as again. There was a few videos going about when I see you in them, because you're right by them.
By the top.
And there's nothing better when you're beating them. And you're giving it to them, like, you know? But I can tell you what, there's nothing worse.
But the funny.
What are you shaking your head for, Kaz?
There's nothing worse when you're
your dinner
when you're standing
in peace and leave me alone.
Well, the funny thing is, you say that I wasn't even really giving it.
I remember a couple of years ago. Do you know when Spurs beat us 2-0 at White Hart Lane? It was the final season.
Yes,
that was a lovely day.
Unfortunately.
Right. And a couple of my mates going, right, come on, let's go, like, do you know what I mean? And like a couple of my mates.
Tottenham mates?
No, like.
Oh, goodness,
going, they're going to leave early. I said, I ain't leaving early, like, because I had a couple of my mates texting me going, like, we can see you sneaking. When you're going to go in a minute, like, so they've got all the cameras on you to go out and all that, like, do you know what I mean?
Ooh.
So
those were the good old
I stayed
days.
to the end.
Good old days.
Oh right, yeah. So did I.
Yeah, that was horrendous. That you know what I mean, right by.
It was unfortunately.
Thank you for reminding me.
It's a penalty. Penalty.
She's given it.
Oh, so it could be.
No, it was a penalty. No,
I didn't see it. I was reading the chats. Here we go. Jack Grealish has only been on 5 minutes or so,
Yeah, it looks like
and
it's a penalty.
he's won a
You
penalty.
predicted 4-0, you two.
We both did, and that is
it's a
clear
penalty.
as day. A
It's a
penalty.
penalty. That is.
Yeah, he's literally sat
So
on
who's
him.
going to take it then?
I don't know. Who do you reckon's going to take it? Let's do a quick sweepstake. Ty?
I'd say VAR check. It's a
I
penalty.
don't know how they can VAR that.
I would say is Kane, Ward-Prowse. It looks like it's going to be Ward-Prowse.
I'm not sure because he's just walking up to it.
Who do you reckon, Lee?
Ward-Prowse, but it was only because he was walking up to
Surely.
it. Yeah.
Wow. Big moment for Ward-Prowse.
Well, he's taken it, so you know. Well, he's taken the ball anyway.
I don't see how that's a VAR check
Me
because
neither.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Big moment.
Straight away, I see it was a penalty.
You should be a ref.
Yeah, come on, I ain't got anything wrong yet, have I?
I've been quite impressed. I've been quite impressed with this referee tonight.
So have I. She has let absolutely fantastic point, Abby. She's let the game flow. And
I'll tell you what, she's been very, very firm on everything as well.
Well, she's been very good.
Strong women.
Yeah, strong women.
Absolutely.
Power.
And the sign of a best referee is someone that you don't notice. You haven't even noticed them.
Yep, the game has flowed along.
Exactly.
You don't question the decisions being made because they're right.
Exactly.
And just getting on with it. Big moment for James Ward-Prowse
Come
here
on.
to make it
Ward-Prowse
4-0.
to make it 4-0.
Oh, and he
he saved
saved it.
And
But
scored.
he
He's done
has
it.
got the rebound.
Well done.
I have to say, the keeper made himself big
He did.
for someone so small.
He did.
I'm sorry, he's small.
He was unlucky. Small for a
Small for
keeper.
a
He is small for a keeper.
Yeah.
But it was a poor penalty, to be fair.
It was a poor penalty, but he got the rebound and he sneaked it in there. And Harry Kane will tell him that's all that matters.
I think Harry Kane done that in a game, didn't he?
Hence why Harry Kane would say that's all that matters if you get it.
I remember that.
that.
Good old Harry.
Estocolmo said, would you rather your club win the Champions League or England win the World Cup? I mean, I'd start with the Premier League. I'd be very happy to win
obviously,
the
I'd
Premier League.
rather us win the
Can I answer that now? I'd rather Arsenal win the League Cup than England win
the World Cup.
No, honestly, like club before country all day long.
I agree with you.
I agree with that.
Just to say, Ollie Watkins has come on and Tammy
Yes, that's
Abrahams
right,
has
for
come
Tammy.
on.
Well done, Tammy.
Yes, sorry, who would you would say club over country?
Cup, 100%. What about you?
I'm very much club over country.
Yeah.
I love England. I am English. But I mean, the opportunity to see my team win anything always tops England for me.
Even watching these qualifiers, you know what I mean? It's great. I don't get it's not like the intensive at all.
Yeah, you don't.
No.
You don't.
It's also a qualifier, but you see how intense we all get when the Euros come around. I'm sure when the World Cup is around, we'll all be the exact same.
But that's different.
The qualifiers are a bit different because, I mean, also, it's different. We're playing Andorra, no disrespect.
It's sort of guaranteed getting through.
But you're not playing, it's not like we're playing Spain or Italy or Germany. Or Brazil.
Exactly.
A team where, there's history there and it's going to be a big match and things like that. You know, it's a game that England should and have the expectation to win and to comfortably win.
Yeah.
But I would say if we were to play someone a bit more exciting.
It'd be different,
I will say that those two national games were brilliant, weren't they, in the week, the semi-finals?
I didn't get to see them. I was working both nights.
Nations,
Spain
ended
Italy was a brilliant game.
That was amazing. Always could be fine.
And also the Belgium-France game was sensational.
Yeah. Absolutely. We've had another chat here from Perez1FY who said best TV show. We're doing a lot of bests tonight, aren't we?
Wow, best TV show. It's got to be an 80s show. So I'll go for the A-Team. I'll go for Midnight Caller. I'll go for Metal Mickey.
Metal Mickey.
Yes, Metal Mickey.
This is everything that was in the 80s.
The best. The best. Not.
No,
the
one of the best.
The A-Team. No one ever got shot in the A-Team.
They didn't get killed. They never got shot. They got blown up, but they never got killed.
What about like Thunderbirds?
Thunderbirds,
I love
fantastic.
Thunderbirds.
But if you're talking about best shows, it's hard. Something like. Obviously, other drinks are available.
Captain Scarlet.
I don't know. Best shows is hard.
Best show. I can name mine straight away.
Go on.
I'll be the same pet. Absolutely brilliant.
Have what?
I'll be the same pet.
Yeah.
Where do I watch that?
Is it a best show?
Have you never seen it?
No, I haven't.
Oh my God.
I have to say, I don't watch that much TV.
Abbi,
You've never watched I'll Be the Same Pet?
No.
It's funny enough, it's on at the moment on, is it
Right,
drama?
well get yourself on
I'll be the same pet.
I'll Be the Same Pet.
I'll be the same pet, yeah.
Pet.
It's
It's
basically
about some Geordies going
Or
abroad.
I'll
Go
feed
to
the same
Germany.
pet
I'll be
like
the
that.
same pet.
Like, you've got to see it like
I'll be
that.
the same pet.
I'll feed the same pet.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a very nice Geordie accent.
That's all.
you've got there.
That's my only talent. I can do accents. That's about it.
Yeah, get-
your only talent.
Get it
One
up. I
of-
think
one
it'll
of
be
your
on,
many talents.
Oh, thank you so much.
If you're not, you can borrow my box set, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
With it,
thank
like,
you.
know what I mean?
I'll ring you up about your box set.
Yeah, you can borrow
I'll
my
make an
box set.
inquiry.
It is the best pro.
It's the best you'd say that. I don't know. What is it? It's the best.
Well, it's a bit better than Metal Mickey. I'm telling you that now.
I'm talking about Metal Mickey.
Next thing it'll be Play School.
There's a lot of shouts in
Play
here.
School, Rainbow, Rod, Jane and Freddie.
We've had
Bananas in Pyjamas. Sorry, Abbi.
We've had Breaking Bad.
Okay.
We've had The Wire, Fools and Horses,
Okay.
The Bill.
Oh,
I do love the theme tune to The Bill.
Oh, yeah, I like The Bill. The Bill was brilliant.
Doctor
Only
Who.
Fools and Horses is the best,
EastEnders
best comedy thing.
Coronation Street, Neighbours, Home and Away.
Crossroads.
Crossroads?
What a legend.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, very good shout. 40 Towers, Emmerdale.
Emmerdale, yeah.
What,
The
someone's
Office,
put Emmerdale as their favourite show. I get a life, whoever you
Hang
are.
on, someone's put Heartbeat and Casualty.
Yes.
Holby City.
Holby City.
Nah.
Last of the Summer Wine. How old are you?
Last of Summer Wine? The only good thing about that was the end.
The
music was very good in it.
Art Attack. I did like Art Attack. That giant head.
Art Attack.
That weird head that used to go like, whoa, and talk. Yeah.
Oh, that's magnificent.
But it was cool how he used to do the salt on make the picture on the floor.
He was brilliant. He was that.
Wouldn't say it's my favourite.
Nah, come on, like.
That's brilliant.
Come on, get in at the chat here with that.
My Wife and Kids.
Yes.
Married with Children, do you remember that?
Oh yeah, Married with Children. Yeah, of course. Al Bundy,
Sopranos.
Peggy Bundy.
That was
Ted
quality.
Bundy, Kelly Bundy.
I've heard The Sopranos is very good. I've never watched it.
I've never watched Sopranos. I've never watched that.
Yeah, I would say Line of Duty. I think Line of Duty.
Line of Duty.
I've never seen it. I've heard about that.
Oh
but
my God.
That was fantastic. But the ending in the last one was poor.
Yeah, it was poor.
Oh,
but
God.
as a series goes, it keeps you hooked.
Oh,
And we're like
yeah.
6 series in that keeps you literally wanting to.
Fantastic.
Like, you can't wait.
Yeah, one of the best. That is probably the most.
Line of Duty
best
is
recent
so
one.
good.
Yeah, recent one.
I'm trying to think. Oh, actually, I mean, I just finished Squid Game. Squid Game was very, very good.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Have you seen it?
No.
No,
I've heard
have you
about
seen it?
No, I've never.
What's it
I've heard
called?
about
The
it.
Games?
I've
Have you
heard
seen
it's-
it?
It's
What are you up to? Oh my God, it's
I've heard it's
so
very
good.
serious.
What's it called?
Squid
Squid.
Game. Netflix.
Squid Game, yeah, I've heard about that.
Quid Game?
Squid.
Squid.
Yeah.
What's it about?
I can't tell you.
It's not
you
about
have to
squid.
just watch it.
Yeah, it's...
I don't want to ruin anything for you.
Right, okay, and it's on Netflix, yeah?
Netflix, very, very good. You can't be on your phone. You literally can't because you won't follow it.
Did you watch what's that one, Ozarks? Did you watch that on
No,
Netflix?
I didn't watch Ozark. I like came and went
not
with
watched
it.
that?
No, someone was watching it and I
Ozarks?
had watched Ozark.
I've never heard of that.
I watched a bit of it, but I watched a few episodes at the beginning and then I stopped watching it and then someone else was watching it and if I was there, I'd see a bit of it, but it would look like it was the same bit that I saw the last time, so I just
No. Quality.
I never got into it. Lots of people are saying, what a show. Peaky Blinders, Vampire Diaries. I like
Peaky
Vampire
Blinders,
Diaries.
brilliant.
I've never seen that, but I've
Father Ted,
Father Ted, brilliant.
Louis
Magnificent.
Theroux, Knight Rider.
Oh,
Night Rider, yes. Night Rider, yes.
Knight Rider.
Yes.
Gimme, gimme, gimme. My God.
I remember
Go
that.
on, Jack. Go on,
Mr.
Jack.
Bean.
Yes!
Oh,
I said five! I said five!
I'll tell you what you get to do. As it's
I win the
five.
bet!
As it's five.
Well, it was a tenner each, wasn't it? It was a
You
tenner.
are the winner.
It's a winner.
Well, actually, we've got another 5 minutes left, so we'll keep it here. But you're the current winner of a bottle of Prosecco. That could all be yours if this game finishes 5-0.
I'm loving
I'll
this.
just keep it with me
Robbie's
for the
just going
moment.
mad.
I'll keep it with me for the time
Robbie,
being.
thank you. Thank you.
Robbie's going to say, don't drink it, we need to keep it for later.
I'm loving these programs.
We will keep it for later. That is a nice little bit of footwork
Peaky
there
Blinders,
from Jack
yes. Arthur. I
Grealish.
loved Arthur.
We
He's
love
a bit
that.
violent.
I've never seen it. I've heard of it. I've never watched it, but I've heard of it.
I love Peaky Blinders.
it's brilliant.
yes.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think what else I've watched lately, which is
Peaky
very
Blinders
good.
is up there with one of the things.
Well, programs. If I
Um,
go for programs, Diagnosed as Murder with the legend that is Dick Van Dyke.
can't say I've ever seen it. The last time I saw him was Mary Poppins.
Unbelievable.
Oh, right.
I didn't know he was in anything else.
Murder, She Wrote with the legend that is Angela Lansbury.
Yeah, but like, I'm not being on. Every time she turned up, someone died. So if she turned up, you'd be.
Angela
you'd move,
Lansbury?
Yeah,
Angela
She was
Lansbury,
Mrs. Potts.
Mrs. Who?
That's right.
She was Mrs. Potts, yeah?
but she was in Murder, She
Legend.
Wrote, right? Well, every time it was on, right, she turns up at this place and someone gets killed.
Yeah, but she always sorts it, don't she?
Yeah, she sorts it. But so if she knocks on your door, you're off,
say,
aren't you? I'm going on holiday.
Oh,
See you later.
Well, you say that she's one of the... You couldn't
You
ask
wouldn't
for
want
a
her
lo-
coming visiting because someone's going to cop
Well,
it.
listen, if she comes to visit, you're lucky.
If she
'cause
walks in there, one of us is copping it. Like,
Oh,
you
that's
know what I
a
mean?
lovely woman. What a fantastic woman.
I liked her as Mrs. Potts. Didn't know she had that type of reputation.
Yes.
She was in
brilliant.
quite a few things.
Columbo. What about Columbo?
I've never seen
Pete
any
Falk.
of these things.
Peter Falk, yeah. That means Abby, another fantastic.
Kojak.
I'll have to.
Kojak.
I've got lots of
Cagney
things to
Lacey.
watch. Bewitched, Sons of Anarchy.
Yes, Bewitched,
Val
yeah.
Wop said Friends is the best sitcom ever.
Oh, I don't know about that,
What
but
one?
Friends is
Friends?
Friends, yeah.
Do you know what?
It's such easy watching. Someone
It's
said Real
not one of my
Housewives of
favourites, though,
Atlanta,
is it?
and I do love Real Housewives of
Well,
Atlanta.
I've seen a bit of that.
What's that?
Real
Real
Housewives,
House-
not
I
really
just
up
know
your
the
street.
housewives, they look unbelievable. They really
Real?
do.
They really go for each other as well on all the
They
Real
look
Housewives.
really good. They look really good. Really good.
Being honest, Alicia's being honest, did you ever watch Only Way is Essex?
You're asking who? You asking Ty?
Oh,
I did, yeah, of course.
Really?
I saw a bit of it.
I
saw a
can't see
bit of it.
anything in them sort
I've
of
never
things.
really watched it, but I know there's a lot of lovely, nice
I
women
used
in
to
there.
love Geordie Shore.
Oh, is
Really?
it?
Yeah, because you have to remember when I was like in my teens,
Yeah.
all these shows started coming about.
Yeah.
Only Way is Essex, Geordie Shore, Jersey Shore, like these are all
Oh,
I used
wow.
to watch
Big
when I was
Brother was
still.
a bit early for you, didn't
No, I remember. I always
You
watched Big
remember watching
Brother, but like these like first big reality things.
I'm not really into all those,
Well, all the things that
jungle
like,
thing.
they started when I was, you know, I remember with the first ever episode of Towie, the first ever episode
Is it?
of Geordie Shore, yeah.
Well, I was going to ask you a program, but I better not ask you because I know how it's going to...
Go on.
No, I don't want to ask you.
Go on.
What, the
I won't know
Muppets?
because it's going to be misconstrued. I better ask
What,
you.
the Muppets?
Phrase it in a way that it won't.
I can't because I
Just
know.
say it.
No, because I know it's going to. Because I'm wondering if you watched it because it was an interesting program.
What's that? Naked Truth, whatever
Is
it
it
is.
Sex
like-
and the City?
No.
What's that one when they go
That's the
naked?
best.
What's that called?
Oh my God, Naked Attraction.
Naked Attraction?
I watch
Yeah.
Naked
It's some-
Attraction
No,
every
you
single
don't.
It's
week.
something like Naked Attraction, actually.
I'm not
it's
even gonna lie
actually
to
called
you.
Undressed. Have you ever seen that?
No, I've never seen Undressed, but I do.
What's that,
I
Undressed?
do
What's
watch
that
Naked
then?
Attraction every
Oh,
week.
really?
Really?
It's one of those things where like I won't record it, but it's
Okay.
like I know what time it's on, and if I'm at home,
You'll watch it?
I'll 100% watch it.
Oh,
And
really?
if I've started it late, I'll make sure I go back on +1 and catch up and do the whole thing.
Wow.
I just find it so fascinating. Not that I would ever do it, but like I just find it incredible how they've managed to make a TV show and keep making it.
Exactly.
With more and more people that go on it all the time.
Come on it, yeah.
And literally just walk around completely butt naked.
It's amazing. It's amazing. You're right.
It's one of those. Kaz is looking like, oh, you've lived in Dubai too long. I'll show you a clip when we get off.
Oh, you never heard of that, Kaz?
Of the show, before anyone misconstrues that as well.
Yeah, exactly.
What's it?
Anyway.
I didn't even go there. Oh, yeah, I mean, I need a drink.
But the funny thing is, Undress was an interesting show because what it was basically.
What is it? Explain what it is.
Undress is two strangers. You're put together in a room, and they give you cards and tell you what to do. So if they say cuddle, you have to cuddle. If they say
completely naked.
No.
Okay.
No. They're fully clothed. But if they say take each other's clothes, it was very weird. It was a weird show. It's a very weird show. But you've got to do.
Someone said I'm disgusting. Why would I watch that show? Because it's funny.
What?
Why would I watch Naked Attraction? Because people are weird, that's why. Carry on, sorry.
It's all right. It's a very... Like
it must be funny when you're all sitting in the, you know, like, what we'll make a film. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make this thing of people naked and all that. Like, yes, it's going to be fantastic, isn't it?
It is strange. It's weird. It's weird. It is weird. It is weird. It's weird, but...
People do weird shit and people love to watch it. It's just, you know, what's the difference of watching,
I agree,
for example, someone watching Geordie Shore and watching people have sex on TV to someone standing there completely bollock naked on a TV show?
Yeah.
It's
I just find it personally
I've never watched
fascinating.
it. I've never watched it. Love Island. I've never watched it.
I've seen a bit of it.
Same.
I just don't.
But they've got fantastic.
You watch it all the time, Abbi, like, you know what I mean?
They've got fantastic looking women in there.
Do you know,
so actually, you'd fit in quite well. No disrespect.
None taken. Thank you.
When Jack was in it, he was sitting in it the first time we come in. I didn't even know who Jack was. You know
no,
what I mean?
to be.
So like, you know what I mean? I said,
Jack Fowler.
Yeah, Jack was in it, like, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, he was lucky to be on with all those nice women. He's lucky to be here.
Like, you know, I just said, oh, hello, mate, you're all right. It's Jack Fowler. So I said, oh, sorry, I don't watch it. I know I've never watched it, you know what I mean?
It's not your cup of tea, babe. No pressure.
No, it's not. No! I thought my Chalmers was going in the last second there. Get a whistle up,
You're just waiting for it to blow the whistle now.
The judge tried to say no. You did not want them to score.
It is
all 2 seconds to go. Does it matter if it's 5 or 6?
Your way, and there we go.
It's over.
Yes!
We've got to do a man of the match presentation. Give back.
Oh, sorry.
Would you like to do it?
No, well, I wouldn't mind, but I'm sure he'd love you to do it.
I want you to do it. I would like you to do man of the match.
Okay.
Okay.
I've got to stand up.
Yeah, you've got to stand up for it.
Thank you, Abbi.
Let him know why you're presenting this man of the match.
Well, Lee Hospitality Judges.
Thank you.
You've got another freebie again.
Thank you.
I can't believe it. No. Well done for
Predicted. What did I predict?
Well, you...
5-0.
Well,
just hand it over. I've had enough now, like, yeah?
You predicted a lot of things that haven't come true, but it has come true, so well done.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done, Lee.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Well, I feel very ecstatic by that. Like, thank you, Jack, for Grealish for that goal, and of course Saka for also contributing. Thank you very much. I'll have this with my Sunday lunch tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Well deserved. Good performance. Very good performance.
Look at Marcus. That's sweet. That's brilliant.
So funny. How do we think that England game went?
As predicted.
As predicted, yeah. As predicted, Abbi.
Well, technically not as predicted because we said 4-0.
No, we did say 4-0. We did say 4-0.
But happy with the performances?
Yeah, it was run in the mill. Yeah, I'm very impressed with Tammy Abraham for scoring on his debut. You know.
Yeah.
You know, very impressed with Phil Foden. Very impressed with Bukayo. Hopefully, there's no injuries. Yep. Just a polished performance. Did what they had to do. So
got the job done, didn't they?
Sancho played very well as well. Big special.
Jaden, yes,
he played really well as well.
Very good.
Happy to see obviously Tammy get a goal. Happy to see Bukayo tomorrow come on.
Yeah, I'm. You know, like most of them guys are not going to play in the next one against. You know, like that's the sort of second team, isn't it? Like, you know, but yeah, pleased. So you know, puts a little bit of pressure on the sort of first teamers, doesn't it? Like, you know, when you think about the performances that the front three have done there, Harry Kane, Sterling, and who would be and Jack Grealish, I
And
suppose,
Jack Grealish.
have got to perform.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, there's people waiting in the wings now that can.
Yes.
It's a very solid England team, isn't it?
England got a very good squad, haven't they? Like,
Very
you know
good
what I mean?
squad.
Very good squad of 26, 27 players.
Yeah,
You know, there's a few that have been left out that you'd think, well, could get into the squad as well.
Yeah,
like, you know?
absolutely. There's people just, we've got a very good young team and lots of talent in that team as well.
Absolutely.
Okay, I mean, anything else that we need to address?
As in? As in?
Oh, apart from obviously that you're back here at 3 a.m.
Oh, yes, thank you, Abby. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, fortunately, luckily,
3
thankfully.
a.m. So
Yes.
can we just have a rundown, Kaz, of who's on that again? Because I've only seen 4 people on here. So, of course, we have Ty, we have Laurie, we have Robbie, we have X.
And Troops.
KK. Kiki,
yes.
KK.
Well,
cool.
Kiki D's on here as well, like that. I mean, no go
That'd be
breaking
great.
my
That'd be
heart.
great. What, another legend? Kiki and Troops, I think it's.
And Troops. Okay,
Yeah.
so make sure you guys obviously set an alarm or stay
Or stay up.
stay awake and make
Stay
sure
awake,
you come
great.
back on the Don Robbie channel for 3 a.m. Ahead of the Wilder versus Fury fight.
Yes.
Lee, anything to plug before we wrap up?
No, not really at all. Like, you know, just don't forget, you know, tune into Lee Judge's TV. You know what I mean? Like, get in there, like, you know.
I know you had a momentous week, didn't
Yes,
you?
had 1,000 views. Like, you know, I've only been going, like, I've only been on the channel for.
Congratulations!
Been going for 3 months, and we've got like 1 million views already. So
1
like,
million?
1 million
You
or
just said
1,000?
1,000. 1 million, right?
1 million, yeah.
1 million. Say it louder.
1 million.
1
Views.
million.
That's amazing.
views. And he's not even been going that
Congratulations.
long. You should be so happy. He
Yeah.
really earned that. He
And,
really earned that
thank
bottle
you,
of
and
Prosecco.
thanks
Well
for your
done.
contribution. It is the highest
I can imagine.
viewed,
Our video.
Yeah, of when it's all
Well, I can imagine.
like just, you know, like I've got one when we lost, I think, to Man City, which has got the biggest, but when it's been like other people on it, we had the highest.
Yeah, wow,
on.
that's lovely to hear. Well, whenever you'd like me to
Fantastic.
come back on your show, you just let me know.
Yeah, we'll do that again.
And
like, you know.
and we will.
I'll bring
do
the
that.
gavel.
Bring the gavel. We know I like to see your gavel. And Ty, anything to plug before we go?
Not more gavel.
I just want to say good luck to Arsenal women
Yes.
Yes.
for
That's
tomorrow.
like they do better than they did against Barcelona.
Well, they're the best, aren't they? And
Thought
also,
they were good, weren't they?
they were. And also, I want to say well done to Rachel Yankee, one of our legends, who's been inducted to the Hall of Fame, and well done to Farrah Williams as well for being inducted to
And
Hall of
Arsenal
Fame.
Spurs are top of the league
Yeah.
on the same points.
That's
did you
right.
They
know?
and
are.
what-
I did know that. I did know that.
And well done to Emma Hayes for being inducted into the Women's Hall of Fame. And also say how fantastic it is. Can't believe I'm saying it, that 3 women officiated the game and it ran smoothly.
They were
And I
brilliant.
think
They were
It
really
was
good.
great.
I think they were absolutely superb, and
Yep.
they deserve all the plaudits that they
Absolutely.
get. And also, I want to say thank you to Abby as well
Oh, Ty.
for being an absolutely fantastic host.
Oh, that is so
hostess.
sweet.
Albania being
Damaris
hungry.
being witty, intelligent. You know, it's been fantastic, and I think you've been superb, and I really want to work with you again. if
Oh,
possible.
that is so lovely. Thank you so much. And
Thank
I look
you,
forward to
thank you.
working with you again.
Thank you very much.
As soon as possible. We'll get people,
Absolutely.
the right people to put us on more streams together and work together.
Absolutely.
Oh, that was so lovely. See, why can't you be more like Ty? But everyone, thank you so much for watching
Yeah,
and
thank you very
joining
much.
us tonight. Make sure, obviously, you follow Lee, follow Ty, follow me,
Please.
Twitter and Instagram. And
Absolutely.
I don't think I'm on this Monday because obviously there's no Premier League.
That's
So
right, yeah.
I think Flex and Pippa will pick it up for you
Okay.
the following
Yeah, 'cause
week.
you'll be away
I
again,
will be on
won't you?
holiday again. But I'll be back.
Judith Chalmers, isn't it? Like, I mean, she had more holidays than Judith Chalmers.
Well, have a good holiday, Abby.
Thank you very much. But I will see you all again in just a few
You're
weeks'
not at
time.
Wembley Tuesday? You're not going to Wembley Tuesday?
No, I'm not going to Wembley Tuesday. Nope.
No, right.
No, I
No freebie, like, no?
Anyway,
Are you Lee?
make sure you join us again at 3 a.m. Where you'll
Hospitality.
see everyone there. Robbie will
Yeah,
be back
please,
as
please.
well with Ty. So have a great evening, everyone, and we will see you again soon.
Thanks very much. Peace.
Thank you. Bye.